Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dress to Quest. This is our very first episode. We're so thankful if you've joined us here today, and we're incredibly excited to start this new adventure with a lot of the same characters that many of you will recognize that have come over from last season with Nerd Botchery and Tony Sloan, an amazing DM. And thank you so much for joining us here. I'm going to do some quick intros here for everybody, and then we're going to jump right into the story. We don't really have much else to announce right now. So, yeah. Let me pass it over to our players. I'm going to start with Chris, if you don't mind introducing yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Chris, and I play Ayize Marley, a human wizard. Looking forward to today's game.
Awesome. And Erica?
Hi, I'm Erica. I play Rin Swiftbow, Elf Ranger, and yes, I'm excited as well.
And Jack.
G'day everyone, I'm Jack from Aussie land where we have kangaroos. I play Sethrith Bloodtongue, a barbarian half-orc. Let's have some fun. Welcome to Season 2, peeps.
And I'll pass it over to Eric.
Hey guys, I'm Eric Wahlberg. I'm playing Volric the Grey. He is a fighter and bard, and he is very much human.
Awesome. And Space? Oh, you're muted.
Hey guys, I'm Space. I'm playing Aspen, an Aspenmar Sorcerer Warlock.
Awesome. And finally, Josh.
Oh. Hi everyone, I'm Josh, also known as Winged Horizon, and I'm playing Shifty Capone, a rogue.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, well, with that, let's jump right into the story and see how this goes. Let me get a little change of music here, if you don't mind. Here we go. Yeah, I'll do this one. Okay, so, hi, it's just gonna be me for a second. I hope you don't mind seeing my face. So, to start us off, a sliver of a moon glistens off the inky waters of the Sword Coast as a brisk wind disrupts the surface. Gently rocking in the dark void is a single ship, the dim shapes of a coastline barely visible off its starboard side. One pinprick of light periodically appears aboard the deck of the ship, the darkness threatening to snuff it out. Approaching the vessel from the coast glimmers another point of light, gently bobbing as it slowly glides through the waves. The light belongs to a small fishing boat with a single square sail. Standing at the bow is a man clutching a lantern with a woman in a dark purple cloak and a top hat at his side. Eric, if you don't mind describing yourself, or Volric rather.
So, Volric is in disguise at the moment, so I will need some help from the Dungeon Master, because he's cast a spell upon himself to look like...
Why don't we say you're a good distance from the ship. Why don't you say you're about to cast the spell?
Okay, cool. We can edit this part out then.
Yeah, we'll edit that part. And okay, and go ahead.
All right. Yeah, so Volric, he's about 6'2". He is an aged warrior. He looks a lot like this guy. Has some very nice plate mail that's under an equally impressive looking cloak, and has this very impressive sword currently sheathed. And and that's the basics of him.
Awesome. And next to you, Volric, we see this woman in a purple cloak. Aspen, if you don't mind describing yourself.
You see a very tall woman wearing a dark purple cloak. She has her shield on her back and her breastplate ready. She has dark brown skin and her top hat, and she looks to Volric.
Yeah, and you are both currently gently gliding through the water in the darkness. You can taste the salt in the air. What do you two do in this moment? You can see the ship is a good probably 200 feet or more away as you're approaching it.
I will rest my hand on Ulrich and whisper, "It's a lot. We're doing good here. Um, may Torm guide you, and I will give him guidance."
There you go.
Hmm. And to the feisty lady, I give you all that I can as backup physically and spiritually, and I give you bardic inspiration.
There you go.
And as he does that, I will conjure my weapon, my battle axe.
Awesome. What does that look like?
You see, from she like I carve a purple line in the air, opening up a void, and I grab out this purple. Not purple. I'm sorry. I grab out this battle axe, and it has a purple gem on it,
Awesome.
and it glows with ethereal magic.
This battle axe appears as Aspen grabs it. And as the two of you brace yourselves getting ready for what's coming, Volric standing there holding the lantern. Volric, do you cast Disguise Self?
Yes.
So your image changes into that of kind of a weaselly-looking man with like dark red robes and like a black vest on. And as we cut over to the back of the ship, we can see that in the center of the vessel there's a large tarp covering a lumpy pile of goods. At the stern is a small halfling man, and next to him a monstrous half-orc with a battle axe. Shifty, if you don't mind describing yourself.
I am a 3-foot tall halfling, some wavy curly hair, and you can see that he has these green goggles, and he's holding a plank steering the ship. He is, if he wasn't wearing his goggles, you'd see that he has these bright blue eyes, a 5 o'clock shadow, although you wouldn't be able to see very well in the darkness. And he comes to about probably the knees of this giant man next to him. And if he's actually talking, looks like they're probably just arguing or giving each other, he's giving this larger guy an evil, angry look. He's quite an expressive little man at 3 foot tall.
Awesome. And Sethreth, you're sitting there next to this little halfling giving you the evil eye. What do you look like?
Yeah, putting up with this nagging little child sitting next to me. Who brings children on adventures? I don't know. So yeah, Sethreth is a half-orc of some descendant. If you've watched our previous episodes, you know that we're still trying to kind of hone in on really his heritage. But yes, half-orc. His skin is coal in color, just jet black in color, and he has these almost look like birthmarks of a lighter gray all over his body. And you will know from previous episodes when he rages, they glow red. Says he's incredibly tall for an orc. He's over 8 feet tall, probably getting pushing close to 8.5 feet at the moment. He has a forked like tongue like a demon, and it's the color of blood. And his eyes are the whole eye are red. And at night, he has to be careful. If lantern light hits on him, they glow red. So at the moment, he's trying to keep his eyes down just in case a light comes across. He doesn't want to get caught out. And he looks at the halfling. You talk too much, you little brat. Is this where I get out or what?
And you smell like gold piss. Keep your mouth shut.
Am I getting out now or what?
Overgrown loaf.
And you can see, Shifty, you are getting a bit close to the ship. You're probably about 100 feet away now. You're starting to see figures on board of the deck. What do you both do?
You ready? You gotta step in the water. Remember that. Don't forget the plan. Quietly now.
So I put the axe, strap it on my back, and I do my best with all my weight to slide off the back of the boat like a crocodile and then grab onto the back where there's a little rope hold that I'm assuming Swifty's put for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staying there quiet in the water as they
We're like
pull
a
me in.
lumpy little turtle. Fat one.
So
Louder than a banshee. Are you ready to do a banshee? That's your mom?
So as as Sethrith is hushing Shifty under his breath, and we see this massive half-orc slip into the dark waters, grabbing onto the rope, being towed behind with the battle axe strapped to your back. We notice that the lumpy canvas covering a bunch of goods kind of shifts, and we cut in close, and underneath, in utter darkness, we see two figures uncomfortably crouched under this thick canvas. One of them quickly flicks his wrist, and a bright light glows at the end of a wand. And we can see next to him there's an elven woman in leather armor. Why don't we start with Aize? Do you mind describing yourself as you're crouched under here?
Aize is a middle-aged man, human, dark brown skin, sort of flecks of gray in his mustache. He's about, if he was standing up, he'd be about 5'6" tall, and he weighs about 98 to 97 pounds. His arms are about as thick around as pipe cleaners, which is a comment he often makes.
Awesome.
And, I hold up the wand and I say, "Come down to the coast, have a few laughs." That's what they said. How are you doing, Rin?
And Rin, why don't you describe yourself as Aize addresses you?
All right. Rin is a young woman who, over the course of from season 1 to season 2, freshly turned 20, wearing leather and chainmail, holding close to her a bow that's very clearly handmade. And yeah, and what else?
Awesome.
Okay.
And yeah, what do you two do? You're crouched under there, Aize. You just addressed Rin.
Okay. Rin replies, "Feels weird to be on a boat again."
Yeah, considering what happened the last time we were on a boat, I'm not feeling good about it, but hey.
I don't think there'll be anything worse than being trapped on a cursed island. And she like kind of stomps on the wooden planks of the ship.
Good. If I had some salt, I'd throw it over my shoulder.
At this point, the boat is drifting closer. Volric, you do notice over your shoulder there's this light shining underneath the canvas. Do you do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn and kind of give him a slight kick and say, "Don't make it too obvious."
I turn Aize turns off the light cantrip.
Amazing. So the light goes out. Okay, so you are all now approaching the ship. You're probably a good 75 feet away as the boat is just gently gliding through the dark waters. I do need to send our players over to the map so that they can see what they're dealing with. You're gently gliding towards the ship. As you're approaching, you can see this hulking silhouette of the ship rising out of the water. And leaning against the railing of the main deck are two figures, one of which holds a lantern, the other one just seems to kind of be peering and keeping an eye out. Standing to the right of them is a massive figure, slowly lowering a rowboat down into the water, grunting. And, let's see... Aspen, you can see that resting kind of against the wall of the ship, like there's like the railing, and then to the left of this figure, there's like the upper part of the deck on the front part of the boat, in the bow. Resting against the wall, it just looks like a ballista just set there next to this huge figure. This figure is a good 10 feet tall, bulbous and hulking. And that's what you see. So, with that in mind, what do you all do as the boat is gently gliding towards the ship? Volric and Aspen, you're at the front, so I'll start with you. What do you two do?
All right. So I say, just play along now.
Are there any other costumes or drab garbs that I can put on over myself?
I would say, for the sake of this, because we did a little stuff off screen to the audience. We did a little bit of stuff off screen where they all kind of planned. Like I gave them, they had some information. I would say, Aspen, that if you want, you could have like a similar colored cloak to what Volric has that you can throw over yourself if you want.
Okay. Yes, I will throw that over myself and kind of hunch down so that it looks like with my shield, it looks like I have a hunchback.
Okay.
And I'll follow Volric. But before we go, I will point out the ballista to him.
Okay, so Volric, you see this as Aspen just kind of slyly nods towards it. And now that you're getting even closer, you can see that this figure, I'd say you both would recognize, this is an ogre. This is a massive ogre, big old portly belly, rippling with muscle and fat. And they are just kind of grunting, trying to lower this other rowboat down into the water with ropes and just... as this is happening, you're drifting closer. You both are playing along. Shifty and Sethrath.
I have one thing I'd like to add.
Yes, of course.
As we get closer, just once they see the silhouette of me, I'm going to kind of lean forward.
Amazing. Okay.
Muffled cough.
Got it. So you're coughing as you're drifting through the water. Sethrath, you hear this cough coming from the front of the boat, and you can kind of see around the back the ship getting closer. What do you do? Are you just going to hold on, or do you do something else? I just want to get an idea of what you're going to do here.
What's our rough range at the moment?
About what's on the map there. So you're a good 60 feet away from the boat. So you're...
How far can I comfortably swim underwater? I don't think I've done that in D&D.
Do you have a swim speed? Like, do you have a feature that grants you a swim speed?
No.
Okay, so you can move half your movement, which as a barbarian you have pretty good movement, right?
40.
So you can move 20 feet and then, action dash another 20. So you could move 40 feet underwater if you would like.
I will wait till I'm about 40 feet out, so my goal is to go underwater.
Amazing. Okay, so the boat, Shifty, you continue to pilot it, unless you want to do something different. I'm just going to assume you continue to pilot the boat forward. Aize and Rin anticipating, waiting under the canvas. You can hear the wood creaking under you. Sethrath, you give me a survival check for me as you're approaching the boat. We'll see if you can gauge up when you're about 40 feet away. A 9. Okay. So the boat drifts forward and it gets you're trying to gauge the distance and it gets a little too close and you go, oh shit, like you're really getting up on it, but you're definitely within 40 feet. Do you dive under?
Yes.
Okay.
I dive.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me. And I'm gonna put the boat here.
Roll the season.
Yeah, it's the first roll. Oh no, a second roll. A 13. Okay, let me check some things. And I would say you would have advantage on this because you're diving underwater. So
I rolled 13 for both. So
Yep.
It's not gonna help.
yeah. I know. I saw that. It's crazy. Hey, we're almost to October. It's good. And 13's a lucky number for me. I know that's crazy to say, but
It's Shifty's fault. He keeps talking to me.
Okay, Sethrath, go ahead. You can move your token on the map. Move it to where you want to go. You have 40 feet of movement with a movement and dash as the boat, Shifty, expertly starts to almost slide this boat into place.
Anchor would be towards the front of the boat, correct?
It would, yeah. Do you want to get off before the boat starts to turn so you're closer to that side?
So I want to go swim to the front of the boat.
Go for it.
To go for the anchor.
Yeah, go for it. And you can hold your breath. It's an absurd amount of time. You can hold your breath. I think it's like your con modifier. So if you have like a +4, you can hold your breath for 4 minutes. So if your con modifier is like +3 or 2, you can hold your breath for like 3 to 2 minutes. So
okay, it was +3.
Then you got 3 minutes, which is an intense amount of time in combat. So
well, I can go 20 feet for now, correct?
You can go a full 40. Go for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're using your action to dash.
Yes, this is using your action, but this is loose, so it's fine. I'm not going to penalize you for that. Like if something happens. So, okay. So Shifty, you start to drift the boat up. Volric, you can see immediately these figures. The one that's not holding the lantern kind of peers into the darkness, sees you approaching, gives a nod, and you see this big bundle at their feet, and they take it and throw it over the side, and a big rope ladder splashes in the water. Underneath the water, Sethrath, as you're swimming, you hear this muffled All right, so Volric, you bump up against the side of the boat. You can see these figures above you, and you see the one that just threw the boat in. They lean over the side and look down at you, and you see a bugbear with black fur, and they have this like fiery red fur that kind of transitions up into the top of their head and on their forearms. They kind of lean down and they give a nod and go, "It's good to see you. Come on aboard." And they hold a hand out, this big meaty paw to pull you up onto the boat. Volric, what do you do?
All right. First question is, we had talked before the game. Do I know what this person's voice sounds like that I'm impersonating?
Yes. Let's roll a perception check for me. We'll leave it to the dice because I can't make a decision right now.
Okay. Coming in hot. Here we go. They come up. Oh.
Unfortunately, you do not remember what their voice sounds like.
Then that's okay because my backup plan is still intact.
Yep.
Right.
So what do you do?
Oh. Damn. And so as I give him my hand to pull me up, I say, "Damnedest thing living in a cave. One of us gets sick. We all get sick."
So go ahead, make a straight deception roll for me, because
and I have advantage because of my cloud wound.
Amazing. Then go ahead and make it at advantage. History check would have been a good one. I went with perception, so we're just gonna move on. But yeah, that's actually, I'll keep that in mind for next time.
You have guidance too.
All right. 15.
Oh yeah, you do have guidance if you want to apply that.
Oh yeah, I do, because I don't know what their counter roll will be. So I got a 15, but I'm gonna add my D4. The D4, right?
Yep.
Plus 2, so 17.
17. Awesome. All right, this bugbear claps onto your hand, kind of looks you over as you're coughing. It kind of like squint at you, and you can now see it's a female bugbear. She goes, "Them caves, you humies can't handle all the damp in there." And she pulls you up and slaps you on the back, and you kind of stumble on, even with your strength, you stumble onto the boat, and you now see, you stumble down and kind of straighten up, and you see next to you, there's just this reeking ogre sitting there, just kind of mumbling under their breath. And the person next to them with the lantern is a human. They set the lantern down, and they start to walk over to you. Aspen, or the bugbear comes to you, Volric. The human looks down at you, Aspen, and kind of squints, and they say, You don't look familiar. You must be new."
They're all sick. All of them in the cave. I had to hire this one to help out.
Immediately, the bugbear and the human kind of take a step back from you, and the ogre as well kind of shifts. Sethreth, you can swim another. You have your movement and action.
So first, I'll quietly pop up next to the boat here and check if the anchor chain or rope is on this side.
Okay.
If it's not, I'll go under the boat to the other side where it will be.
Got it. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Please roll good. Ooh,
10.
I don't get advantage anymore, do I?
Trying to think here. I will give you advantage on this, because of the commotion going on the boat. Oh, you got it. You got a natural 20. Yeah, you're fine. You gently Navy SEAL style. Yes.
Navy SEALed it.
I would.
You pop out. What you see, Sethreth, the anchor is not on this side, so it must be on the other side of the ship.
All right, I will go back under and swim to the other side.
Okay,
Do you
go.
need an athletics at all for swimming?
Go ahead. Make. You don't have to do athletics. Go ahead and you can move 40 feet. Volric, you wanted to say something?
Before you move on, especially because there'll be some possible consternation about Aspen. He says, "Don't worry, this is my ex-wife. If it was my real wife, you'd have to worry about her."
The human pirate over there, this man kind of, and the bugbear, she glances at him with a glare, and he goes, "Oh no, that wasn't very funny." She goes, "Oh, that's not very funny, but whatever. Let's get the rest of the shit on board. excuse me, the rest of the stuff on board. And Aspen, the human, reaches down to pull you up on board. Do you come on board?
Yeah, I grab his hand and I grumble. Oh, that's why I divorced him. And and thank you so much. At least some of us are gentlemen.
He kind of, seeing you as you stand up and can see you under the cloak, you see his eyes go super wide, and he goes, of course. And he kind of does like a really awkward kiss on your hand and like fumbles it and goes, of course.
No need for that. Oh.
Well, I am very chivalrous, after all. All right. And he looks over the side towards you, Shifty. What are you going to do? Are you going to just keep the boat steady? Do you want to do anything?
Shifty is going to start to take the rope that's on his own boat and begin to latch it up to the side of this boat, connect it to the. Will there be any kind of like latches or any circulars on the side of the boat? Yeah,
totally, yeah. So
so
you start
tying it up a little bit to keep it secured on the front and the back, so it doesn't just crash in.
All right, the human starts helping you with that. Aize and Rin, you're still hiding under there unless you want to spring the trap now. Are you going to keep hiding?
I'm going to wait until I hear Sethreth.
Okay.
Because he's very loud when he starts.
The human's down on the boat with me, correct?
Yes. They're both under so in front of you, Shifty, there's this big tarp covering all the supplies, and they are hidden under that. So
a human though with me, like to help me tying up.
Oh,
like,
he's up top helping you tie it on the railing. So I'm assuming you threw the rope up. He's tying
so
it off.
Not on the side of the boat, it's up there. Got
it. The other boat at this point has been lowered down into the water, so you see a smaller rowboat, and the ogre kind of steps over to the side, picks up that ballista, and just kind of and looks out over the water. Volric, the bugbear, steps up to you as the human finishes tying off, and the bugbear says to you, Volric, all right, so we got this next batch of weapons. How many loads do you expect we're gonna have to do back and forth? You just want to get out of here as soon as possible. I'm gonna send George over there down onto the boat in just a second, but what are we looking at? How long do you expect us to be here tonight?
It depends. How long does it take you to bleed out? And I attack.
Oh, wow. Okay. Before you do that, Sethreth, I'm going to let you do one more move here. So, Sethreth, what do? You swim under the boat, and in the gloom with your dark vision, you can see the slimy chain coming down as it appears before you. What are you going to do?
I start as quietly as I can, pulling myself up that chain.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check for me to get up the chain.
17.
No problem. So it's gonna take it's like half speed, so it takes about 20 feet of movement. You get up to the top, and now make a stealth check for me if you're trying to get on board quietly. 20. Yeah, nice. Oh no, that's
time. Who says the big man can't be quiet?
That is a survival check. I'll let you keep the roll though, so all you have to do is just apply the appropriate modifier. So you got an 18.
Heck, sorry.
No, it's fine. You got an 18. What's your
take 2 off?
Take 2
20.
Off. 20. That's amazing. That's still perfect. So Sethreth, you quietly pull yourself up the chain, drop down onto the deck, and look over. You can see the ogre has its back to you. Volric is down there. You hear some muffled conversation, and then suddenly you see a flash of movement and a glint of steel. Volric, make your attack with advantage as you've got the drop on this bugbear.
All right. Question regarding drawing weapons. There's moderate ambiguity, but you can make it not ambiguous. Is it a free action, a bonus action? Is it free if you attack with it? Like, how does that work?
I believe if the way I've run it in games, I could totally be wrong here, is it's basically considered, I think it's almost like an object interaction, which is you get one of those for free, I believe. Yep. Okay. So it is a free action. So it doesn't cost your movement, it doesn't cost your action or bonus. That's how I've always run it.
Perfect. Okay, so then I draw my sword, which glows red as soon as I draw it, and I do almost like an uppercut, as if, because this thing's taller than me, right? It's a bugbear.
Yeah.
I'm trying to come up under the chin. As I grow, I'm going to use my Giant's Might as a bonus action, which will make me grow up to 9 feet. So I'll apply the modifier as well.
Oh my god. Okay, so you are growing in size. Pulling the sword out. Go ahead and make your attack with advantage.
All right. I believe this is the two-handed one. Hang on a second. Too many windows always takes a little bit longer. So that's not an advantage. Hold on. That's
Yeah,
just
go
regular.
ahead. Yep.
So I'll probably need a better than that. Ignore the +3. That is a macro we need to erase.
Got it.
Try again. And this is my second try. Oh, not so good. Not so good. Not so good. So somehow
This
I telegraphed it.
you did. She spotted you, quickly reached for your blade, and it suddenly glow, and she just ducks out of the way as you grow up in size on the ship, whiffing her as she ducks and rolls out of the way. I need everybody to roll initiative. I'm gonna grant Sethreth, you are gonna get a surprise round. Actually, all of you get a surprise round, really, because you've completely ambushed these people. They were not expecting this. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna roll initiative for the NPCs, so give me a second. And
We
just
select our token first, right? Before
oh
we roll.
yeah, that's right. We're doing it all on roll 20, so it'll just add it automatically. Amazing.
Make sure you have to wait until you put your turn order up.
Yeah,
So-
let me here. There we go. Okay, there you go.
Just click on our initiative. Right?
Yeah, that's right. That's awesome. I forgot that it just does it automatically like that. Oh boy, yeah, here comes I can feel my costume heating up already, folks.
I rolled a 17.14, but it hasn't jumped on the chart. You have to have the icon pressed when you do it.
17.14. What are these points?
So what that does, the reason it does that, Nathan, is so that the players have a hierarchy, right? So there'd be an 8.16 and then 8.1.
Okay.
So 8.16 would be
Higher.
after.
Okay, you got a 17?
Yes.
Okay. And let's see, did I get everybody? It looks like I'm missing Volric and Rin.
There we go.
I
Sorry.
see myself there.
I've been like, my chat wasn't updating for
Ren
some
should have
reason,
been
so it
8.16,
just suddenly
I
all
think.
came at once.
Yeah,
Oh,
mine's up
I'm
there, so
sorry. I see it. Yep.
21.1.
Thank you.
Yeah.
21.
I don't think mine added to the turn tracker.
Okay, that's fine. Let me get.
Do I need to drag it over afterwards?
No, we're good. Aspen, what did you get?
12,
12?
14.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, Rin, you said, what did you get?
Can Mr. Volric help? Because I'm messing it up. It's
It'd be
because I need to click
8.16 is
on the
what you
thingy.
got.
Yeah, so
Got
actually,
it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You got an
I'm
8.16.
sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
yeah, you did actually roll it successfully, Erica.
I just don't see it in the thingy, so I don't know what I did. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm just used to being at the top. It's okay.
Yeah.
Go for your bird first.
Okay, cool. So I got Volric, 21, Sethreth, 17, Aspen, 12, Shifty, 12, which, what's your dex, Shifty?
My dex would be a 18.
Okay, and Aspen, what's your dex?
14.
Okay, so Shifty goes first, then we have Bandit, Rin, Ogre. Yeah, okay, we're good. So, we're, Volric, you just went. You did your turn. Sethreth, you are up. You get to react now. What do you do?
I'm definitely going to be coming up quietly across the deck and leaping from the upper deck down on the back of that ogre and cutting him in half, I reckon.
Awesome. Go ahead and make your attack roll as you...
Still got one on sorry. Let me move that to there. Get one idea. Two-handed. Come on, Widowmaker. It's sinking. Take that, you big meathead. 18, unless it's advantage.
No,
forget
not
I
for
raised.
this. But if you want to, you can attack recklessly if you want to do it at
Well, I
advantage.
didn't call it, and I also haven't called my rage, so let me just quickly do my rage
Yeah,
roll.
that's fine. Go for it.
I'll do it on here. The D8. I rolled a 4. Let's see what a 4 does.
Oh, that's right. You're a wild magic barbarian. That's
Yeah, yeah. My wild surge. A 4. Magic infuses one weapon of your choice that you are holding. Until your rage ends, the weapon's damage type changes to force,
Okay.
and it gains the light and thrown properties.
That's
With a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. With the weapon, if the weapon leaves your hand, the weapon reappears in your hand at the end of the current.
So you basically have Mjolnir. You just created Mjolnir. That's super cool.
I've never had
even
this
better,
before.
more like Stormbreaker, right?
Yeah, Stormbreaker, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah. All right, so Sethreth, as you run up, you go into your rage. Your birthmarks glow red. The axe flares up. You let out a scream. Go ahead. With an 18, you definitely hit roll damage as you leap off and come down on top of this ogre.
So its damage was. Why is it giving me +3 there? I guess. So it'd be 13 points of damage.
13, okay.
And that's force damage, going by what we just read.
Yep. And you get another attack, correct?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead, roll your second attack.
Hopefully we do a bit more damage this time around. Critically nice. 19's definitely a hit.
Yes.
And this time it's only 10 points of damage.
10 points. Okay, is your intent to like literally land on the back of this thing and like ride it, or go make an athletics check for me as you land into it, sinking your axe in?
My goal is to knock it to the ground and or land on it.
Got it.
some way.
That would be a separate attack, but we'll see if you can at least land on it. So go ahead and you got a natural 1. Okay. So land into it. You're sitting on top of it. You pull your axe out. Blood sprays. You bring your second attack down, and it just into the thick hide. And as you go to pull your axe out, it's stuck, and you and slip, and your axe is now just stuck in its shoulder as you onto the deck of the ship, falling prone. This thing above you, so you are landing prone on the deck of the ship, and this ogre is wailing in pain. That takes us to Shifty. You're up.
But that's when I go, and it reappears in my hand, even though I'm prone. End of my turn.
Okay. So,
yeah!
awesome. Awesome. All right, Shifty, go ahead. You're up.
What can I see on the deck? Just that dwarf guy in front of me on the edge?
You see that?
Or you can see
Yeah,
it
you see the human on the edge, and that's about it actually, because Volric just grew and he's kind of blocking your line of sight to the ogre. So you just see the human.
How much higher up is that deck from my boat?
9 feet.
9 feet?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to cast.
Sorry to interject, but wasn't mine a surprise attack still? So shouldn't we be at the top of the
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
and back to Volric?
No, we're at Shifty. He was next.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right,
Go ahead.
perfect. So yeah, what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to like curse and you're starting so early. We have to get on board. Now we're going to be starting this boat, and I just look over at that dwarf and say, "Hey, dwarf!" And then he looks down at me, and I say, "Your mama. She was born for these water. Wait, no. She was born from the fish, from the golden fish, and I bet it's laughing all the time." And I cast hideous laughter at it.
Oh my god. Okay. Is that a charisma save?
It's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay. He is going to make a wisdom save. He got a natural 20. Okay. He just stares you in the eye. I'm not a dwarf. What? It just looks like puzzled. What? So it didn't take effect. What do you do?
Not a dwarf? Ah, tough crowd. And then I am going to say, oh crap. Then I'm going to definitely not get up there because that is my move. So I will start to, I would just stay right there and I'll take cover from some kind of one, if we have any kind of any obstruction on the thing.
Okay.
Besides, I will take some cover. Put the little the steering shift in front of me, so if he tries to throw something at me.
Okay, it's not gonna grant you a bonus, but sure, you put this stick in front of you. All right, that is Shifty. So, Aspen, you're up.
I take the cloak off and I pull my shield from off my back,
Okay.
and with my battle axe in hand, I cast mirror image on myself.
Oh, cool. Multiple versions
Yeah.
of you appear.
Yeah, and I look to Volric. You know what you're doing?
Oh, apparently you do.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you have mirror image on you. I'll just put sure, I'll put this little symbol on you just to designate that. All right, Aspen, that's your turn. The enemies cannot react. They are stumbling and being surprised by this whole thing. Rin, you hear combat erupt above you under the tarp. What do you do? Oh yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Right. I just thought that Ize was also on the same turn, but it's fine. Rin kind of looks to Ize and just says, "Showtime," and throws off the tarp. And before she, with her bow in hand, she opens up her light wool cape, sending out Bert the Falcon.
Oh, I forgot to make a token
yeah,
for
all
Bert.
All good, because he could just. I just realized that, so I'm just gonna say he's where I am for all the.
No,
fights.
it's fine. We can use a placeholder. I might actually be able to pull up a hawk. He's a hawk, right? Or he's a falcon.
Falcon, but like if it has wings, it's any picture's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, I got it here. So Bert the Falcon flies out and is right there next to you. Did you? Okay, so you have.
All right,
Bert.
and I'm sending him to the bugbear.
Okay, so the falcon takes off, flies down towards the bugbear, and what does Bert do to the bugbear?
Unfortunately, I don't think I got Bert up here, but I could just roll the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, go for it. Just roll it.
He's going to do a claw attack. Mr. Volric, I think I might need your help on this. I don't remember all the stuff.
You do. Bert has advantage on this because Bert is currently flanking with Volric. So go ahead and just roll a d20 twice.
Oh, do you not have Bert?
No, that's what I realized.
Okay.
Totally forgot him. Hopefully this doesn't ruin the streak.
No, you're good.
Give me a second. I would pass on to something else while I look up the to hit for the pet. Because normally we have a character sheet for that.
Yeah, he has his own character sheet.
Got it.
Actually, what I'll do is I can jump onto the other roll 20.
I already rolled for him, but if you want to check that information, I don't think he has anything special.
Your damage is 5 to 9, as I recall.
So
I think he missed for today.
well, you rolled a 13. Does he get to add, add anything to that, like any pluses?
No,
Yes.
I don't believe. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
he does. Yeah. It's like
I don't
your
know my own bird.
proficiency. It's like your proficiency or something.
He's proficient at being a bird.
I'm so glad this isn't live because that should really be a.
Yeah, let's just we'll cut this out. You didn't see this.
Yeah. So we'll fix it in post. Well, while Eric looks that up, Rin, is there anything else you do as Bert goes flying off?
All right. So what Rin does is bow in hand onto that same target, pulls out 2 arrows for shooting with sharpshooter.
Okay, so you will have to get out of the boat and pull yourself up onto the deck of the ship to see this individual. So are you good to do that?
Yes, I just didn't realize how low I was.
Oh yeah, the boat you're in is 9 feet below the deck. So you have to run.
Okay.
So you have to run, and I mean you're a ranger. I assume you run and kind of
I have
clamber up, leaping over the side of the deck. This human next to you looks super surprised. This pirate, and you pull your bow out. Go ahead. Unfortunately, this attack is made at disadvantage because you're being threatened by an enemy. So go ahead and roll your attack.
Alright. Since I have a bad feeling, I'll roll without sharpshooter for now.
Okay.
And then I'll shoot once I feel braver. So you said disadvantage?
Yeah, so just roll
Or-
once
okay.
on roll 20 and it'll roll twice automatically. So yeah, a 17, you still hit with a 17. And you do 7 points of damage. Amazing. So it hits her and she do you do anything else?
I have one more shot.
Go for it.
Rolling now. Do I just do normal roll now though?
Nope, still at disadvantage.
Alright, got it.
And oh my goodness. Yes, you hit. And you did sharpshooter? Okay.
Yes. So that's why
18
there's
points.
negatives.
Your second shot, the arrow flies out and strikes this bugbear right in the neck, and she's barely alive at this point as the arrow's poking out of her neck. Let's see if Bert hit. Eric, did you
Yeah, I have him up now. It looks like he gets a +2 proficiency bonus.
+2 proficiency bonus? Okay, so that's a 15, and then anything else?
Let's see.
Like strength or dex?
I can do a claw attack here. This is actually on
Yeah, go for it.
when he's old nerd botchery roll 20.
Yes.
Yeah, here and then.
This is where we gotta really trust each other.
Yeah,
Here we
I
go.
trust you. I trust you.
It's a total +5. It's your proficiency and then +2 because of the dex.
Okay, with a +5, you rolled a 13 with advantage. You hit with an 18. Roll damage for me. So Eric, what did you get for damage when you did it on your side?
I can 9
Yeah.
points.
9 points.
damage.
Okay, she had 1 hit point left. So Bert flies down, latches onto the back of her head as she's choking out, and Bert just starts pecking. And this bugbear just falls onto the deck as Bert is just clawing at her face. She is down. That takes us to the ogre, which can't react. She's dead. And Ayize, it is you at the end of the initiative. What do? You hear all this commotion and Rin just burst out of the canvas.
All right. Visibility is poor as I am human, but can I make out the mast of the ship?
You can. The crow's nest is 40 feet above the deck of the ship, and you are so it's like about 50 feet above you.
All right. How about is there a cross mast underneath the crow's nest?
Yeah, sure. We'll say that that's just within range. I'm happy to do that.
All right. I will then use I'll post it just so chat.
Yeah.
See it?
So you're gonna
All right.
Misty Step?
I will fire off a Misty Step.
Okay. Go ahead and move your token where roughly where you want to be, right? Just imagine that cross mast is there. As you what does your Misty Step look like? Does it have any
Oh, I gesture. Snap open my book very quickly. And I say, archive.
Mhm.
One sec. I actually have a term for this. Misty Step is. Awusu Igbese.
Awesome.
Snap the book. Pull a rune off the page.
Oh, cool.
And the rune expands and creates a cloud of mist. Well,
Yeah.
cloud of mist? Okay, that's good. And I materialize on the cross section.
Awesome. Go ahead and move your token as you suddenly up on the cross section. So that was your bonus action.
So I'll just put myself. I think that's the mask, right?
Yeah. So
That's the mask? Okay, I'll just. Can I get on top of it? No, I can't. All right.
You're good.
I'll go on this side of it.
Okay. And what are you gonna do next?
That was a spell action, so I secure myself on the mast,
Well,
and I'm trying to be stealthy about.
I would say I was gonna have you make an acrobatics check. Not terribly difficult, but I do need you to make an acrobatics check as you appear up there on the mast to try to grab onto it. So go ahead and do that for me.
Okay. Acrobatics.
Yes. Okay.
10?
Yeah, you managed to, because you are on a mast, right? Like a round pole, and you,
Yep.
and you're kind of, and grab onto the main mast, and you're now holding on there. What do you do next?
Other than that, I think that's it for now. I can't cast any spells.
You can cast a cantrip.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, you can do,
Oh, all right.
because Misty Step's a bonus action.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so you can do a
I
cantrip.
I will fire off a cantrip then. I'm going
Go for
to
it.
drop a light spell
Yeah.
on a spot. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put the light spell on Volric.
Okay, you're gonna have Volric glow. So okay, so you all have you've completely forgone stealth at this point.
Well, he's not stealthy at all, so I figured this will be fine.
Volric suddenly glows. I believe it's 30-foot radius.
Here, I'll post it. Light.
So Volric suddenly glowing on the deck of the ship. Also,
there we go.
awesome. Oh, 20 feet.
Oh, it's
Okay.
touch. Oh, crap. It's touch range.
Oh, it's touch range. Okay, sorry. Can't do that.
All right, no problem. I will pop a dagger.
Yep.
Cast a light spell on the dagger, and I'll throw it. Not
Okay.
hit, but basically drop it.
Yeah.
So that it's next to Volric.
Okay. The dagger plummets to the ground and thunk, lands sticking upright in the belly of the bugbear that's lying on the ground, and it's now glowing with light. All right, if that is it for you, Aize. Also, I did see Shifty. I'm sorry, I forgot about the bonus action as a rogue. You can do the bonus action hide, but it's fine. We're gonna move forward. But I did notice that. I'm sorry. We skipped that.
I'm hiding behind a stick shift.
Yeah. All right, top of the round, Volric, what are you doing? There is a glowing dagger sunk into the dead bugbear, and there's an ogre and a human pirate still alive. What are you gonna do?
Okay, and looking at roll 20 here.
Yeah.
Let's see, do you light it up?
I'm gonna light up the area for you in just a
There we
second.
go. No, that seems better. Cool. All right. So is there's a lot of commotion going on. Is Rin still on the boat or not? 'Cause right now it looks like she's on the big boat, not.
She's on the big boat. Yep.
Okay, she's on it. Okay. All right. And then the human is where? Can you ping him for me?
Yeah, right here, next to
Okay.
Rin.
All right. And then the ogre. Oh, yeah, I see the ogre.
You see the ogre, I would think.
Yeah. Okay. So I say let's leave this one alive, and I point the human, and I'm gonna run over to him, and I'm going to go ahead and give him a punch because I don't think one punch is gonna kill him.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up and basically palm strike him in the face.
Okay.
From 3 feet above him, obviously.
Okay.
And then let me roll my hit.
So, real quick, you're gonna walk up to him. Do you have a 10-foot reach when you're size large like this, or do you have to actually go stand next to him?
I still have to stand next to them.
Okay, so you have to push through your companions. The ogre is gonna get an attack of opportunity, and go ahead and roll your attack.
Ah, okay. I see now. Okay, sorry. Yeah. My bad. So
It's
let's
okay.
if I can renege that. Yeah, I didn't realize he was in melee range with me.
Okay.
So in that case, I just still say that keep that one alive, and I point at the human.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I turn around and I'm going to go ahead and double hand my my sword at that dude.
At the ogre.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Ash him.
Ah, I missed again. Well, is he prone or not?
The ogre is not prone, and with a 10, yeah, you do not hit. Yeah, Sethreth is prone. So with a 10, go ahead.
Yeah, I have action surge, so I'm going to go ahead and strike him again.
Okay, go for it.
Come on. You could do it.
$15.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll
Right.
your damage. Or is that the damage there?
Looks like I must have rolled a 1. Yeah, so the total is 7.
7, okay.
but he's also going to take 2d6 because my sword bursts into flames and first burns him, and then fiery chains will attempt to entwine him.
Ooh.
So first I'll do the damage.
Yeah.
Here's some damage for you.
Okay.
Another 7 points.
7 points. Amazing. Okay.
And then he needs to make a DC, I believe, 13 strength saving throw.
13 strength save. Okay, here we go. Got a 19. So the fire erupts around and the chains and try to pull this ogre down, but he just like flings the chains off and they do not restrain him. Anything else for you, Volric?
That's it, bud.
All right, Sethreth, you're up. You're lying on the ground. Your new glowing red axe that just appeared in your hand. What are you gonna do?
If I'm attacking from where I am I at disadvantage or not?
You would be if you're lying prone. Before you do that, that is a good point. For Volric, really quick, can you describe what it looks like as the chains appear? I just took some liberties there.
Absolutely, yeah. So first, almost like a flaming sword.
Yeah.
It bursts into flames like hit, and there's a burst of fire, so that does that damage. But then the burst, it seems to manifest itself in a specific shape, which is fiery chains, which wrap around the person. And he would have actually been burnt next round too, if he wouldn't have broken out.
Yeah. So he breaks out, and the chains just dissipate. So yes, Sethreth, if you attack lying prone, you'd be at disadvantage, but you can stand up. It just costs half your movement. It doesn't cost action or bonus or anything.
Okay, well then I stand up.
Yeah.
I jump up.
Okay.
And I wail into him. I
Go
don't
for it.
hesitate.
Go for it.
Bam, bam. Let's get some real damage this time, please.
Yeah.
Ooh, almost a crit. 20, so that's 15 points of damage.
Oh, awesome. Okay. He's still standing, looking badly hurt.
Wish that was a crit again. 22.
That definitely
wow,
hits.
That's good damage.
How much damage is that?
What's this extra 7 it's giving me? Rolling strength 1d10 plus 4.
Well,
I rolled a 9 plus 4 plus 1 plus 1.
But that's for your crit.
oh, that might be for
It
the crit.
automatic-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
automatically
that's
rolls
if you
damage.
crit.
If you crit, you add the
Yeah.
extra 7.
Right.
But
Right, so 17
uh,
and 15, that's a 20, 32 points of damage.
Sethreth, how do you kill the ogre?
So I do the old martial art flip up off the ground and jump up with my feet, and I come 2 upper swings, whoa, and then switch around and come up again, whoa, and carve this big X up its fat guts and watch it all. It just drops to the deck.
Awesome. So, and all the guts just, you do it up the back of the ogre?
Oh,
Did you say?
Is he facing not me?
He's facing Volric, so yeah, you do it up the back, and the back splits open, and you see the spine kind of fall out, and the guts sort of fall out in between onto the deck, and the ogre just falls back dead.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you didn't steal my kill, it was mine!
So all this shouting is happening on the deck of the ship. Let's go to Shifty. What are you gonna
I
do?
used the last
Oh, yeah,
of my
go ahead.
Movement. I used the last of my movement to come up next to Volric and high-five him. Yeah!
Yeah.
All right. Shifty, your turn. What do you do?
That bearded dude who's still, what's he looking at? He's looking over at Ren. He's looking.
He's looking horrified. He's standing there just like, and like fumbling for his saber and just like trying to pull it out.
Can I make an observation check of what I know?
Insight.
Kind of entrances along the side of this boat, their boat, that I would be able to get into the underdecks,
Oh, you want to try to get into the underdecks?
if it's possible.
Yeah, like through a porthole.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Okay, so there is a porthole. There's 2 on this side. Only 2 portholes. This is definitely not a. You don't see any cannons. This is very much like a cargo ship. But there are 2 portholes on this level, to the south and north of you. So there's one here, like 20 feet away, and then there's another one like 35 feet away over there. There's also a porthole up on the deck level in about the same spot, like where the I guess that's the poop deck is, right? The top part over here. So there are a total of 4 portholes that you can see, but they're about 20 to 30 feet away, and on the side of the ship.
With my knowledge of the boats and everything, do I need to roll something to figure out if I would be able to get over there without slipping off the slick edge to get to this?
No, I would give it to you. It would be quite challenging. It would be like moderately challenging. I'll put it that way, right? So you can interpret that as you will. It wouldn't be easy.
Would I be using my strength or dex to be able to hold on and get into that thing?
It would likely be strength, unless you can justify to me how you would use dex. Like if you're gonna somehow do something, using your dex.
Got it. All right. Well, I will climb up this the 9 feet to get behind this human dude.
Okay.
And when I get up there, do I see that? Is there anybody else standing that I don't know that I can see, or is he the last one?
So he is the last one. What you do see, make a perception check for me.
Sure.
So you're gonna climb up on deck, like about here. Is that right?
That's right. I got a 20.
20, nice. Okay. This is what you hear. You don't see anything. You see everybody's dead except for the one person. As Sethreth is bellowing and slapping a high five with Volric, you take a moment and listen, and you hear a lot of movement below decks. A lot of like feet shuffling. You hear a clamoring in there. There is a door right here leading into a cabin of some sort. There are 2 doors here leading somewhere. There is another door here, and just on the other side of this door, you hear basically like a weapon or something being like pulled off of a shelf. So there's somebody in there moving about. That's what you hear. What would you like to do?
I would like to take out my rapier, put it up on this human's underside.
Okay.
From my angle, it's much easier to do the underside, I think. Just under his underside, between his legs.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah. So.
And I say, open that door.
Make an intimidation check for me with advantage. Seventeen. They're quaking, and he goes, and he stumbles over. This technically isn't quite his turn yet, so we'll say when it gets to his turn, he'll do that. Is there any? That was your action, Shifty, to intimidate him. Do you want to do anything with your bonus or rest of your movement? It took half your movement to get up on top of the ship.
Right. I want to make sure that I'm to his side, but where he can't see me. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, go for it. Just place yourself.
To his side. There we go. To his side, so he can't really see me, but also, so if they open that door, is it going to be opening to the...
Got it, yeah. That you're not...
They're not going to see me right away. They're going to see him.
Yeah. So, got it. So you're trying to hide. Make a stealth check as you get behind him with the blade out. All right. Let's see what you get. 15, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Aspen.
That's my ability.
Awesome.
Stealthy.
Aspen, as you can see, Shifty has just intimidated this pirate into going over, and you see the pirate fumbling to go and open the door. What do you do, Aspen? Everybody else on the deck is dead.
Can I see where the cargo hold is?
Yes. So you see actually just in front of you. So basically, the 4 squares in front of the mast here is a big giant, door, like a hatch, right, that they could lift open to get into the cargo hold. There's also the doors that Shifty was over by. There's 4 doors over there. And there are another 3 doors on this side of the ship, the bow side. So.
Okay. I'm gonna say to the human man,
Mhm.
protect us with your life, and I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
Okay. He makes a wisdom save, right?
Yes, DC 16.
Okay, wow. Okay. Here we go. That's a 12. Okay. He suddenly and looks over at you. Of course, my lady. I'll do anything for you. And shing,
you.
pulls the saber out. Turns. Do you want to do anything else?
That was my action. No,
Okay.
that's all I'll do.
So it's his turn. He turns, grabs the door, and just kicks it open. It reveals. I'm gonna move you all to technically a different map, but this is just so you can start to see the, this portion of the deck. So let me move y'all over here. Whoop, there we go. And he's gonna kick open the door, revealing. Ooh, come on. This is being very finicky. Sorry. This is thrilling, I'm sure, to watch as I.
We'll edit this out. Don't worry.
Wow, we're gonna do a lot of posts on this show, aren't we? There we go. Okay, the door swings open, and within you see a gentleman with inside, Shifty and Aspen and Volric. You see this like very pompous, almost parrot of a man who has a slight paunch that's kind of struggling against his waistcoat. He wears a black naval jacket and pants with gold buttons and filigree. He's like fumbling to put a tricorn hat on his head, and he has a saber in his hand that he's like pulling off of a shelf, and turns and looks. And this figure that you've just charmed, Aspen, goes, "Captain Salazar, I've never liked you!" and is gonna go running in the door towards him. So he goes running towards the captain with the saber drawn and is going to attempt to stab him. So let's see if he hits.
As he runs in,
Yeah.
I say, "I hope you know you can get fired for this, but thanks."
He only rolled a 12, and I think the captain has much higher than that. Yes, definitely. The captain just ping, parries it out of the way and looks at him and goes, "Oh, you've always been my least favorite," and is going to get ready. All right, Aspen. That was Aspen. That's the bandit. Rin, you're up.
All right, God, how do I
Oh,
call
actually,
that?
Rin, before you go,
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Mhm.
I was having to do some stuff on the fly as all that was happening, because I was basically adapting to what y'all were doing, and there was some loud shouting and screams. So some things are changing. This is a very dynamic environment that you're in, right? All the creatures on here are going to react accordingly. So with these shouts and screams, suddenly the door that is on the other side bursts open, and you I'll be fair here. Let's see. I'll use her movement so she can get out to here. So she this gnomish woman comes running out. You can see she has kind of sharp features, a shaved head with a cloak on that has these silver bits of like design and arcane patterns on it as she pops out and looks around. All right. And she sees all this going down. And she's gonna cast... What can she do? She makes a quick assessment. I think she's gonna go for... Oh, there's a lot of people here. She'll go for you. She'll go for you, Volric, because you're gigantic.
Act shorter.
You're well.
Trying to hide behind the body.
Man, Imi 202, I wish she had Fireball. That would be awesome, but unfortunately she doesn't. So she will cast Witch Bolt at 2nd level, and she rolls a 15 to hit. Does that hit you?
I have a 19 armor class.
Ah! Okay. So she looks at you, throws up her hands, and this sort of like misty, aqua-colored bolt of electricity and energy streaks out towards you, and it just ricochets off. Oh, look at that. That's fun. Ricochets off your armor and off into the darkness. And she curses under her breath and is going to use the rest of her movement to get up the stairs a bit, trying to kind of back away. And she shouts out to the ship, "We're under attack! Everybody up here now!" All right, so that was her. Next up is Rin. You're up, Rin.
All right. I think I'm actually going to stay standing where I am. After all that commotion, initially looking at the door of the captain, but turns up, looking at this figure.
Uh-huh.
And more to herself, she's like, "Yeah, she seems cool. I'd hate to kill her." And gets ready to shoot.
You're gonna shoot her? Okay. Go for it.
Alright, shooting with sharpshooter. Alright, that one whizzes by.
An 11? Yes, that does whiz by, yes. She would have.
Alright.
Had this up for chat.
Would I'm pretty sure I can do this, but just double checking. Would I be able to cast Ensnaring Strike as a bonus action before my second shot?
I think so.
You can do,
yeah.
you can do it anytime.
Yeah.
It's actually
Alright, I'll do that now then.
Got it. Go for it.
Did that send info? All the steps?
Mm-hmm.
make her roll.
Looks like I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to my dice window for chat. It's a little small. It's all for the good of the people.
Go for it, Eric. You got another shot.
Alright. Sorry, I was just like reading the information to make sure I got this right.
There we go.
Oh yeah,
All
that
right.
definitely hits. And is that? Am I reading
So that's
that right?
a 16. That's a 16, though.
A
That's
16.
19 minus 3. Keep doing the called shot.
Yeah, right. Okay. Hold on. I'm seeing if she can. Wow, what a crazy thing. She's a spellcaster, a wizard, and does not have shields. Cool. Okay, it definitely hits. So, that is that 22 points of damage?
21, yeah.
Or 21?
I hope I didn't kill her one shot.
The arrow streaks out and it catches her right in her thigh, and she kind of stumbles down and almost falls off the ladder as she's trying to pull herself up, and then looks at you and goes, "You." She's not dead. Okay.
So now in Staring
Oh,
Strike, she
yeah.
has to make a saving throw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So suddenly the vines. Okay. It's a strength save.
I think it's Dex. What is it? That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Dex.
No, it is Strength. You're right.
Strength. Okay. Oh, natural one.
Like what type?
Oh,
So Rin, what does it look like as the vines encompass her?
At first there's like a little pause after that shot. Then suddenly, like through the planks, it starts to vines start to pull up and wrap around her, pulling her back down.
Yeah, so she starts to look at you and goes, "You, I'm getting." It just gets like pulled in, and she's like, "Arr, arr," and she's now restrained by your ensnaring strike. Okay, Rin, that was your bonus action. Do you want to do any movement, or are you good?
She's going to stay right where she is.
Okay, that takes us to the ogre, which is dead, and they are dead as well. Ayize, you're up.
Okay. So the gnome is just sitting there waiting for the world to kill her?
Pretty much.
Oh.
She's struggling and.
Aw. I don't think it would need very much to finish the job. I mean, does she look really badly hurt?
Oh yeah, she looks pretty hurt.
All right. But there's no one else on the deck that appears to be.
That
Yeah,
you,
I'm looking and I don't see anyone else.
you don't see anyone you can see. That's right.
All right. No. I'll put her down.
Okay.
Down, Masali.
It's a mercy.
And I'm not gonna like muck around with any targets. I'll do down, Masali, and I will pull up a rune off of Archive. Thank you, Archive. And I will launch 3 magic missiles at her.
Oh my goodness. Okay, go ahead. Let's see what the damage is.
Last, boom.
Oh, that was mage armor.
It's funny, it didn't roll the damage.
No, you cast mage armor, not magic missile.
Oh shoot! All
Yeah,
right,
that's okay.
Under magic
A
missile.
miscast, oh no.
Yeah. I said the wrong word.
She's got armor on.
3, 4, 5, 8 points.
8 points. Ooh. What color are your magic missiles as they fly out of your book? Oh, didn't you say they're runes?
Yes, they're. I make them. I'm order of scribes, so each one looks like a letter.
Awesome. So these letters.
Right? And 3 letters. Let me think. D-I-E? Nah, that's so.
Okay. So DIE slams into her, and she is now burnt and has an arrow in her leg that's bleeding out and covered in vines, and she's barely holding on. She's not quite dead. And Aize, as you cast that and those magic missiles go, and you say thank you, Archive. You swear for a moment. You just hear, no problem. Do you
Okay,
react?
then hold on 1 second. Wisdom check. All right, I don't fall off the mast.
There you go. Oh, wisdom check? Was that for the mask or the?
No, I'm just surprised.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I-
Okay. Yeah. So you hear this disembodied voice suddenly say that, and you don't know where it came from. Surprise, kind of stumbling on the mask, but you still have your movement and bonus if you want to do anything.
There's no point staying up here, I don't think. So I will take a step off the mast.
Okay. Like just like step off and drop to the deck.
And then this is my bonus action. Oh,
Oh,
wait a
'cause-
minute. I can't do that. I cast a spell.
Well,
Sorry, no. Don't step off the
Yes.
mast.
If it's a bonus action, I don't think you can. Yeah. So.
No, I can do a cantrip.
Okay.
I will... Nope, I'll just stick around up here. for
Okay.
now.
Okay.
I'm not
Volric.
gonna feather fall.
Volric, you are up.
Featherfall is actually reaction, not a bonus action, so you can still do it.
That's true. Do you want to cast Featherfall, Aize, and drop down to the deck?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so that's super badass. So you just step off, start to drop, and then and gently glide down onto the deck, landing as light as a feather.
So I don't really move. I just land on the deck now.
Okay, cool. If you're good, Aize, Volric.
Yeah, how big is that doorway?
They are, I think they're about 6 feet tall and, like 4 feet wide. So you could squeeze in. It basically is difficult terrain for you. You'd have to like get on your, probably like almost on your hands and knees and squeeze through.
I say, Volric, what about these doors on the ground? And I like look down and I kind of use my lips.
Mhm.
You point at the doors of the hatch doors towards in the middle of the boat.
Oh yeah, these big ones here. You do see those, Volric. There's giant, graded hatches on the deck that Aize is
Yeah.
actually standing on right now.
Exactly, yeah. And from my experience, these are direct routes to below deck.
Correct. This is,
Okay.
they would, you can actually see there was some rigging set up. They hadn't hooked it up yet, but it looks like they were getting ready to open it up to, to access the cargo inside.
Right. Okay. I say, I'll just keep an eye on them, and I'm gonna run towards the master's quarters.
Okay, go for it.
So,
Are you gonna try to squeeze through the door and pop inside there?
yeah. So, try to get the measuring tool here. It's been a while since I used the measuring tool. It's the second or first one?
I got it for you if you like, just for now.
Thank you. Perfect. Yeah,
So if
perfect.
you want to get to the captain, it costs you 35 feet of movement, but granted, that'll be 45 feet of movement because it takes it's difficult terrain to get through the door because you have to squeeze through.
Yep. So I will just use 30. So give me however far I can go with 30.
Okay.
And then it can, if you don't mind revealing the room.
30 feet.
Oh, actually, I'll just move myself in, right?
Yeah, that'll be.
Okay.
You basically make it just inside the door because you were there.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And
mean.
that's a wall to the south, and then
Correct.
I can't quite see around the corner yet.
Yeah. And
Okay, cool.
you crawl inside this room, and the ceiling's only about 8 feet high, so you are like hunched in here with your sword. If you feel like if you try to make any attacks, you have a double-handed greatsword.
It's a long sword.
Okay,
so I
it's a
use
long sword.
one-handed.
Okay. So yes, you are in the room, cramped in here, and you see this captain kind of look at you wide-eyed as you come clambering into the room.
So I don't know his name, right? I haven't heard of it.
You heard the guy yell Salazar. Let's see if you've heard of it. Make a history check.
All right. Windows. 1 second, kids.
Is it worth all of us that overheard it doing a history check?
I would say Shifty can also make a history check. Shifty and Volric, for specific background reasons, might know who this is. Wow, look at you. Okay.
Go.
Yes, you know that this is Captain Salazar Snake Eyes. And you know that he's kind of a dog. He gets around Faerun, and Shifty specifically, you know that there is a family in Waterdeep that considers themselves his wife down there considers herself Miss Salazar Snake Eyes. But you've also heard that there's another woman who is not aware of this other woman of his in Baldur's Gate, who also is Miss Salazar Snake Eyes. So he has multiple families all hidden from each other around Faerun. And he's pretty low level, but like a smuggler. Definitely a smuggler.
Am I aware of any bounties?
Any bounties? Yeah, I would say that in Saltmarsh there's a Lord's Alliance bounty for Salazar Snake Eyes. Definitely. I will say that if you bring him in alive, 400 gold. If you bring him in dead, 150.
Nice.
I'll make them note of that if he doesn't already know. Like, the Salazar, he's got a bounty on him. Let's keep him alive.
Nice. Okay, so I pop in. I'm probably already an opposing figure anyway.
Yes.
'Cause I have to kind of crouch
Yes.
with my sword low, and I say, "So Snake Eyes, the question is, do you want to surrender your ship now, or after you're dead?"
Okay. Go ahead and make an intimidation check for me. This is gonna be hard because he is a
No worries.
captain.
He's half open to fight anyway. Okay. Intimidation. Oh, nice. I have intimidation proficiency. Go. Where are you? Did it come up or no?
I do not see it unless
Did not.
I do not see it. No.
Tony Windows. Okay, let's do it again. Intimidation. Click. There we go. Coming in.
Okay. A 10. Oh no.
Oh, not even close.
No. He just glances at you and goes, "Ha ha! Never. I enjoy a good fight." As he glares at you. All right. So that is your action, Volric.
Yeah, and then if I can, for a bonus action,
Yes.
I'm going to. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna save that for later. So that's my turn.
Okay. Really quick, because I see that it is just about 5:30. That's about halfway into our show, correct? Eric?
Yep. Yep.
I think you all normally take a break about here, correct?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Well, actually, some of us have diapers on, so.
Oh, okay, so we're good. Let's keep going.
Tom is generous.
Yeah. So let's do a quick break. This is, I think, is a good point. As Salazar is grinning at you with his crooked teeth, and his kind of paunch just like pushing against his waistcoat with his sword out. The bandit there, the pirate there in front of him, still being like, I'm gonna kill you. And this is where we'll take a quick break. So, yeah, we will be back. Does anybody want to plug anything on our little break here?
I know Jack certainly usually does. And I could speak a little bit to our show if you're going to go away. But otherwise, Nathan, you can tell us the group more.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I can
sure.
quickly do a bathroom break and then I'll be back.
I can vamp for a bit here, and then when you get back, you can, so thanks everybody for joining us today on our premiere episode of Dress to Quest. This has been a blast. I'm really proud of everybody here. We've all been working really hard to get this together, and it's been a lot of fun so far. I'm Nathan Kit Kennedy, and you can find me elsewhere. Really, I'm not super online, but the only other place you can find me right now is my other D&D live stream, which is called Story Reckless. We actually stream every Monday night at 7:30 Pacific time. So tomorrow night, if you want to come check us out at 7:30 Pacific. It's a really small group. It is me and two other folks, Claire and Olive. And yeah, we're super roleplay heavy over there. It's very similar to what you see here, but we don't do cosplay. And that show has been kind of my baby for all three of us has been our baby for over a year now. And we are doing the Descent into Avernus campaign. So if you like devils and demonic stuff, then come on over and check it out.
Sounds deadly.
Yeah, so that's me. I don't know, Eric, if you have anything.
Let's see. No, I mean, if we always have new viewers, so this is season 2. We have 4 player characters that are returning from season 1. We had the incomparable Tony Sloan from Nerd Botchery. We were called Nerd Botchery Adventures, and we just wrapped that up. Isle of Dread, and now these folks, as you'll find out reasons why, are in the Saltmarsh, Ghost of Saltmarsh setting, and so that's what you're going to be getting for the next few months, probably.
Yeah.
And then what else about that? And yeah, we're super committed to cosplay. We're always looking to upgrade stuff. We're going to keep this thing secret as to what's coming. Now, our friend Amy, who is an amazing painter of Dwarven Forge and things, super cool lady, played with us for a while in the Evil campaign, and she had a question, which was, where are you guys in the campaign, Nathan?
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Yes, we are. Where are we? Oh, they have just entered into the Dungeon of the Dead 3, so we are pretty early into the campaign, for those of you that are familiar with it. And there is a lot of, some kind of homebrew mod stuff that's going on, so prior to that, we were doing a lot of other things, and it's kind of bled into this. But yeah, we're just entered the Dungeon of the Dead 3. Yeah. So I'm assuming this is is it Amy or Amy 202?
Well, yeah, sorry, I kind of outed her actual first name.
It's okay.
Yeah, I guess call her Amy from now on.
Yeah,
but
Amy, yeah.
One moment, it's Amy.
Yeah, it's great to see you. Thanks for joining tonight. I watched quite a few episodes of the Evil campaign. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was great. Soul coins.
It's Amy from now on.
Ivy, got it. Amy, I have to be careful what I say on here in case my players are watching, and they might be. So
give away stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not watching.
Yeah, if Olive and oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I have to say, right now, Claire is out. They just had a kid, so they are a brand new parent on our stream. So we do have a guest star right now. Enyo has joined us, and I just wanted to make sure I call them out because they've been a blast to play with, and just such a great character. It's just really silly stuff that's really fun. Their character we homebrewed that they have boots of holding, so they basically have thigh-high boots that have a little pocket dimension in it that they can reach into and pull stuff out. So yeah. Jack, you're back. Do you want to plug anything here? And I'm going to use this opportunity to also go take a break.
Yeah, just reaching out to people who might be looking to purchase some D&D goodies. I have a business called Project H2. It's a laser cutting and engraving business. I make anything from small little, really highly detailed dice towers to awesome big things like Eric's got in his hands swords and axes that have lights, LED lighting and such inside of them. And I've recently started investing in basically purchasing goods to sell on a separate part of my website called the Pop-Up Market. And yes, so some awesome new mugs have just come in. So Game of Thrones quality products just come in. They'll be getting put up very soon. And since we've got a new season, I thought I'd better get in on what would be selling. So I got some really cool stuff, and it will be all getting up on there very soon. Majority of this stuff is actually going to be debuted at a comic and toy fair coming up. It's called Adelaide Comic and Toy Fair. It's on the 3rd of October for all you Aussie/Adelaide people. Please come down and join us there. I'll have my stall there. I've got a lot of stock that's still on its way. Hopefully gets here in time. I don't want to say too much because it is a bit of a surprise, but there were some very, very unique things. And some of it will be fantasy based, some of it will be more superhero, Marvel, DC related. So please keep an eye out. After that fair, these goods will be going on the website. I want to keep it a secret and debut it on the fair. So for people in America, you're gonna have to wait till after the fair and then you'll be able to purchase them online, and we do ship to the States. And one good thing for you all in North America, Aussie dollar is really weak. So your American dollar or Canadian coins will definitely purchase a lot more value for money. All right, that's it for me.
I just want to confirm one thing, Jack. You
Yeah.
guys have secrets in Australia?
Yeah,
Ah,
lots
okay.
of secrets.
I learn something every day.
Secret squirrel all the time. So if anyone on the chat has a question, I'm here.
Yep, we're just waiting now for Nathan to come back. Chris is often
Otherwise, I'm going
hiding
to
in the
eat
darkness.
my cheesels. Do you guys have cheesels?
Wait, hold that up again.
Cheesels?
Never seen that before.
What in the world?
I mean, likes your hair, Rin.
I was about to say thanks. I was about to take
Yeah.
off my ears because it actually does. It just feel. Yeah, just take off my ears real quick. Does her after?
They're not your real ears?
No,
What?
they're fake.
She's been lying this whole time.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry, I'm not a
I thought you were
natural,
real.
but the hair's real. Thanks, by the way.
Amazing. Oh boy. Whew.
And Cosmonaut is here too, who is our amazing artist, who's been doing our overlays and
Oh,
that preview poster and
yeah.
work with her all the time. She's
God,
super duper awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cosmodot.
Thank you so much.
Incredible work.
Yeah. Love,
This
love,
here is
love.
also real, everybody, just so you know.
So Chris, whenever you're ready, if you're
yeah.
I-
Once Chris gets back, we can jump back into the show. Oh, awesome.
Uncle's back.
I was listening.
you just have to summon him. He's like a summoned entity, you know, like a
Yeah.
rub the lamp.
I love when you did that. Like suddenly the water came back into view behind you from the clouds, and it's just like everything came back into view.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me see here. Okay, cool. Let's jump back into this, and we're gonna see what happens. So let's switch back over. Yes, cause we're not amazing. Okay, so we're gonna jump right back into this. So everybody, we left off. Volric and Captain Salazar Snake Eyes were squared off with each other, glaring at one another, and we are now cutting back outside to see Sethreth, who has just disemboweled this ogre from the back. Sethreth, what are you doing?
I'm gonna look back at him if
No,
I
no,
can.
no. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna go. I curse as the Volok guy just tries to squeeze himself through the door. It's like, hey, musclehead, can you get the hatch in the middle of the ship open for me, please? Pretty please.
I'm assuming you're pointing to the
And I'm
hatch
pointing right,
underneath. Yeah, we just got flashed.
Yeah.
like right here. Like I point like right there, and I'm just like pointing right there with my saber.
Well, I hope so. I hope Ezed moves quickly because he's got to fall down as I open it.
Are they four
Yeah,
gates?
they're four different pieces, so you can pull that one in the corner up, pull it off.
So first, for a bit of Hollywood stylizing excitement, I casually start walking over to it.
Yeah.
I look over to the mage still wound up, and I just double hand my axe at it and let it. And may as well tap into the ability.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead and make an attack with advantage, because she is completely bound right now.
I would probably have moved to here.
That is so awesome.
And then I let rip into her. Well, as I'm doing that walk across, I just kind of casually look over and do the double-handed throw. Let's hope it hits. And I'm doing reckless.
Okay.
Because it is kind of reckless the way I'm
you
treating it.
you don't have to do reckless if you don't want to, because she is restrained, so you have advantage on this automatically.
Even with
Great.
Yeah,
22.
that definitely hits.
17 points of damage as I bury the axe into her.
Yes, you just yeah. Go ahead.
So I just launch it. It just into the chest and just cuts her like a banana. She's, I'm assuming, dead.
Yes, all you hear is as the axe, you just hear a, and she just splits in half, and
then I reach down and grab two of the hatches either side and just rip them apart into the air. If they go flying off the hinges, so be it.
make a strength athletics check with advantage. Because you have rage, yeah. So, oh yes, definitely. You grab both of them, and they go tumbling
and then
off.
I casually reach out the left hand, and because that's the end of my turn, and the axe reappears in my hand.
As it
look down in
appears,
the hatch.
you look down in that hatch. As it appears, there's this like flash of red mist that kind of around your hand. And Sethreth, you're looking down into the hatch, and you see all these faces look up at you with fear as you're looming over them, and you hear this very faint whisper creep into your mind, and it says, yes, kill them all. All right, anything else for you, Sethreth?
No.
Okay, Shifty, you are up. The hatches are open. Below decks, from your perspective, you can see at least 3 individuals that are all have their weapons out, and they look like they were getting ready to run towards like some stairs, but now they're all looking up as Sethreth has just thrown it open.
How far down?
So yeah, about 9 feet down, right? Because it's about water level down to that deck. So.
Are there any ropes on the deck that I could use to swing down into there?
Yeah, actually, there's the rope ladder that was thrown over the side, and then there's the rigging if you want a full-on, like, what is it, Errol Flynn? Is that? No. Errol Flynn, where you cut the rope and there's definitely ropes. This is a pirate ship. I will give you a rope.
I'm gonna see how much I can do in this action turn that I'm allowed to do with the rules. So
Okay.
what I'd like to do is before I go down there, I would like to cast a spell and then belay myself down there, swing myself down there by a rope.
Belay. Okay, yeah.
But I'm going to be casting Fog Cloud in that room.
Oh, cool. As you go down. Okay.
So they don't see that I'm coming down. I just want to just go in there and just go down. I'll probably run it. I'll probably hit somebody. So at least it will soften my spell.
Okay, go ahead, do acrobatics with advantage as you pick up a bundle of rope next to you. You have to quickly, loop it around something and then leap down in there. So go ahead and do that with advantage for me, the acrobatics check.
Right. So I'm going to go there, cast it down as I go, grab it, and then use it acrobatics, right?
Yes. This is to determine how quickly you can tie the rope off and then run off the side and belay down.
There's no ropes already from like the sails or whatever?
You would have to cut one of the rigging if you want. You could do that. You could cut a rigging and then use that to go down.
I don't think I have a rapier. I don't think it's going to cut. So I'll do that, and I'll do the acrobatics.
Go for it.
It's the first one. And now
That's 20.
What does this look like,
Shifty?
I mean, honestly, yeah. What is? Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run, and I'm like, I nod I nod and smile. Why don't you do something right? And then I go and I untie the rope really quickly. I'm pretty crafty with ropes, already being on the boats for a while. Then just swing and do kind of like the Indiana Jones or Tomb Raider style.
Yeah.
Go and jump up. I point down and cast fog cloud into the hatch below, and then swing myself down. I'm guessing I should know about the layout of most of these ships, like where I'm going to be able to find like different things.
More or less, you know that you're going into
whatever.
Yeah, you know you're going into the cargo hold.
So when I'm looking at the cargo hold, though, would I be thinking, because like I know it's probably going to swing back either towards this side here, or it's going to swing over here. Where would I know that there'd be entrances to other different sections?
Sorry, are you wondering where other rooms would be?
Yes, with my knowledge of
Yeah.
boat layout.
Let's see. Where other rooms would be? I mean, yes, you would know that the cargo hold typically it's going to be a large space, and there should be to the bow and the bow and the stern of the ship. There should be doorways into other rooms. Typically, those would be doors and not just like open entryways. You would know that to the stern of the ship, there's likely going to be more sleeping quarters for the higher ranking officers, and to the bow of the ship you would know that that's probably going to be the sleeping quarters for the majority of the crew. So
And the bow would be the back, correct?
bow is the front, stern is the back. I'm pretty confident about that. Somebody can call me out on chat if I'm mistaken.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go then, and I'm gonna probably swing myself to around, I suppose, right around here.
Okay, so I'm moving you to a new map as you and swing in.
Fog.
Yeah, into the fog. So all of you see this fog suddenly billow out of the cargo hold as Shifty just disappears into it. Shifty, you, I don't think you can see through the fog either. So you just are in.
I'm expecting probably to either. I'm going to keep my feet ahead in front of me while I swing.
You swing down, but with that natural 20, you find yourself alighting atop a bunch of barrels, and you're now in the cargo hold. You hear shouts around you. Ah, where'd he go? And you can feel bodies moving around you. There is a lot of people in here, but none of them can see. So that was your.
As he does this amazing feat, Shepard looks down the hole and yells out, "Nice tricks, kid!"
You hear that as you drop in.
Are there any? When I land on the barrels, is there any section I look like I could probably like slide it behind? My bonus, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Make a stealth check for me with advantage because you are in fog.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I think it's a cunning action. Yes, I would like to do my cunning action, do a hide action.
Go for it. And Aspen, you're on deck, so you're gonna be next. Stealth, yeah.
All right, got a 15 for you.
Awesome. Well, with advantage because of the fog, so you get a 23. Wow. So just with the most light of feet, you land on these barrels and slip down between two of them, and you are now crouched and ready to go. Aspen, unless Shifty, are you good?
I don't think there's anything else that I can do.
Cool. Aspen, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna follow Shifty into the cargo hold.
Awesome.
I'm not going to swing on ropes. I'm just gonna jump down. Oh, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself and jump down.
Awesome. So cast guidance, drop into the fog, make an acrobatics check for me as you just need to land on your feet, right?
Yeah.
Which slave does she kill?
21.
21. You're fine. So you land onto what feels like a bundle of fabric that you're just kind of standing on. You can feel There are people around you. There's definitely somebody just behind you as you land, and you hear a kind of a surprise shout. What do you do next?
I shout out to Shifty. Was it really necessary for the fog? And as a bonus action, I can't see anybody. I can't do a bonus action. So
well, what's the bonus action? Is it require sight?
I was gonna do a my hex blaze curse.
Yeah, that would require.
Yeah,
sight,
so I would need. Yeah, so I have to. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay, all right, awesome. So you were down in the fog. It's now the bandit that's trying to attack his captain. So he's gonna keep swinging at his captain. And no, natural one. The captain parries the scimitar out of his hand, and it just goes shoot, 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 and clatters onto the ground. He is disarmed. For the sake of simplicity, I'm gonna have all of the other enemies on this ship go on this initiative count because I don't want to roll initiative for all these different creatures. So there is a flurry of activity down in the cargo hold with all of you guys. You hear this like deep voice be like, everybody up top now, and a bunch of boots start boop, 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 against the wood. Aspen, you get an attack of opportunity if you want at disadvantage.
Okay.
As this figure is darting out of your attack
I will
range.
take that. 15.
15 at disadvantage. That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Yeah, roll your damage.
I have 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, it doesn't quite kill him, but it really hurts him. He stumbles.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. It's supposed to be 8 plus 5 plus my charisma modifier.
Okay, so
because I have.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Move. Just go out.
I trust you.
It's actually added on there. It's on there.
If you look at the breakdown, it says you roll.
No, that's Hexblade's
a 1
curse.
for
I
damage,
didn't.
plus
I didn't
5,
use
plus
it.
1, plus 1.
So is it
Plus
8
1.
damage?
It's 8.
Yeah, so it's 8 damage
Okay.
then. Yeah.
All right, so this individual is not quite killed by that attack. This one used 15 feet of movement. It is going to pop out of the door next to Sethreth. Boom, the door slams open. You can hear a bunch of movement down below. Yeah, they look at you surprised. Shifty, the individual next to you also moves out of your threatened zone. It's up to you whether you attack or not. What, do you want to attack?
I'm gonna do a sneak attack on that guy.
Okay, so this will be a straight roll because it is disadvantage because of the fog, but because you're hidden, it's advantage. So it's just a straight roll.
So do I have a sneak attack on him too?
Oh, definitely, yeah. They have no idea where you are.
Then I got a 23.
That definitely hits. Roll the damage.
So that's 22 points of damage.
This individual barely moves, and how do you kill them? Just.
Well, I hear some movement as I hear that sound like go up, and I just strike true. Just
the rapier just right through their chest, and they just and then fall to the deck. They are dead. And everybody else just basically starts running to get up top. So they're going to run. I'm gonna kind of play a little loose here with movement. Everybody, please bear with me. It's just a lot of people. So y'all will have fun. You do hear Ayize as you hear this door here burst open, and you see 3 individuals come spilling out. The one at the back is this kind of like just like a bulbous sack of a man, almost like a bulldog, and he has a hook for a right hand. He comes running out, and you see him look over his shoulder, and he says, "You better wake up now!" And he comes spilling out onto the deck, and up above you, Sethreth, more individuals come spilling out. Yeah, they can move through ally space. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Sethreth, you get an attack of opportunity as this guy is making room for his allies. So go ahead and make an attack of opportunity.
13.
13. I think that hits. Yes, that definitely hits. This is just basically
16 points of damage.
How much?
16.
you just chop this guy in half, and he just falls onto the deck. He is dead. You did how much?
16.
So there is 5 points of damage left as the guy behind him is running up behind. And for those of you watching, I'm using the cleaving rule in the DMG. It's an optional rule, so you can apply that additional damage to the next guy if you hit him. Roll another attack roll for me.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, 25.
So you swing the axe as he comes running out, chop through this guy in half. He in 2 pieces just spills out onto the deck. One of the pieces just flops down back into the cargo hold. And as you continue swinging, the next guy that Aspen hit, who's really injured, like coughing, running up, there's just a moment where he goes, ah! And you chop right through him. He is also taken down, dead. So
Big mist of red blood goes everywhere. I'm drenched.
Yes. So these individuals are both dead, and behind you see another pirate coming out, but they had to use all their movement just to get up onto the deck. Okay. That was all of those. The flurry of activity. They all make it up top to defend the ship, and they don't have any actions left. They do have movement. These guys are gonna swarm in, and they're gonna surround. Yeah, they're gonna stand on these grates. They're gonna come swarming in around Aize, and the big fellow will run up. Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna swarm in. They come swarming in around Aize. All these individuals just come running through. Okay, that is all their turns. She's dead. And Rin, you're up. You see all these people come running out. The one big kind of bulldog guy comes running up right in front of you and looks at you smiling, and you just smell this awful breath come off of him, and he goes, hello, pretty. What are you gonna do?
First, and then Bert from the previous attack still hanging around the body comes back around to do a claw attack.
Awesome. On the that guy?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
I could just roll with the 20s. We'll get the character sheet eventually.
Yeah, roll a d20 and add 5 to it. That will not hit.
Oh.
So yeah, so Bert comes flying in and tries to scratch at this guy, and he just kind of bats Bert out of the way, who all right, that was Bert.
All right, and I'm assuming I'm shooting with disadvantage because he's right in front of me.
If you use your bow, yes.
All right. First, we'll do without sharpshooter, and if I hit, I'll declare favored foe.
Okay.
If I hit, not with disadvantage. I hope that didn't sit out. There we go. Still, you know.
Wow, a 22.
That's me with disadvantage.
And you do 22 points of damage. Oh my goodness. Okay,
We should have warned you about Rin, by the way.
I was gonna say, this is a great test for me.
Wait. To be fair, that if that's with sharpshooter, I didn't get rid of all of it. So ignore the sharpshooter because I didn't add that -5 to it.
Oh,
so
did you?
yeah. So you have a 24, right?
But I didn't have the box that said
But you
-5.
do not have the plus 10.
So
but you don't have the plus 10.
Okay, so it's just 12 points of damage, which is still a lot.
Yes.
Only,
yeah. What I was about to say though is that this is a great test. Oh yeah, Mara Rangers are the best. Mara plays a ranger, and yeah, as you can tell.
I like being in the back.
What I was gonna say before we move on is that, yeah, this is a really great test to get an idea of how, all of you are scary D&D monsters. Really, you all are the monsters. All right, so Rin, yes, you hit with that first strike, sticking it right into his belly. What do you do? You have one more attack, right?
Yeah, she just she doesn't really have any room.
Yeah.
But kind of like shuffles as if to get like just an extra inch and pulls back her bow once again.
Go for it.
All right, that one was with sharpshooter, so that is -3, which probably doesn't hit.
A 15? A 15?
Minus 3.
50 minus 3, so that's a 12?
12. Yeah.
That just hits.
Oh, yeah.
So is that is 22 points.
I'm so used to things not hitting.
I know. But yeah.
And you had a D4. Yeah, because your favorite show, you said, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
thank you for reminding me. That's why I said it out loud.
Yeah.
So I would
Yeah.
try to remember it. So +2.
Okay. So Rin, what does it look like as you kill this guy that comes running up to you and says, "Hello, pretty," and then you shoot him twice and knock him dead? What does it look like?
It's like, so after that initial shot, when she pulls back again, higher up to the throat and says, "Don't call me pretty," and then let's go.
And falls onto the deck and is down. He is dead. Okay. Rin, is that your turn? Do you want to move or anything else?
Yeah, she's going to shuffle. I don't know if I can move her.
You could move
Halfway
up to
between the two bodies on the left.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, you can't move. You can't move your token.
Let me try. It's just I don't like using mouse.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. You can,
Here. It's so weird. I have the power to do this now.
yeah. You can use the arrow keys to move if you don't want to use the mouse.
Ah. Yep.
All right. It is now Captain Salazar's turn. He is gonna completely ignore his crewmate and just come walking towards you, Volric, and pulls out his. He looks to have a longsword as well, beautifully curved longsword, and he's gonna grab it two-handed and come towards you. Actually, no, he's gonna do one-handed because you notice this is a tight space. And he chooses to use the one hand to be more nimble on his feet. So he is gonna, he doesn't have to take an attack of opportunity. He just pivots around his crew. And
as he's obviously brandishing this weapon.
Yes.
Right? As he's at me, I say, not that it matters, and I point my sword at him, but mine's bigger.
he kind of stops for a moment. It's not. I've heard it's how you use it, and he's going to strike towards you. So he gets to make 2 attacks. Oh, interesting. That's odd. Okay.
No,
I
don't
just.
like interesting.
No. It's fine. It's just something I saw on. I haven't used this enemy before, so I'm just learning how to do it. Okay, so he makes 1 attack with his longsword and 1 with his hand crossbow, which is gonna be at disadvantage because he's surrounded by enemies, but that's fine. So hand crossbow first. It's a 6. It's definitely not gonna hit. And only an 11. So you just deftly parry his strikes towards you. He will use his. Oh no, he can't do that because that is a reaction. That is a reaction, so he can't do that. So that's what he does. You are now in a sword fight with this captain. Aize, you're up. You are, well, you were surrounded. The big guy just dropped dead behind you, and you see Rin standing there, and she darts off. But there are 2 other enemies surrounding you right now.
Not a problem. Now you see me, and I will cast another Misty Step. And so I just say, Owusu Igbese. I hold up a book. Between those 2. Look at the rune off the surface of the book. Create a puff of mist. And let's see. I want to move up to the deck up here.
Up there? Okay, yeah.
Sorry, let me ping.
Yeah.
Up here.
So this is what I'll do, because I can't quite move you into there without showing you a room. So I'll put you there, and we'll know that you are up on the deck.
All right. So I'll Misty Step up to the deck. I see 2 people there, and they're both fresh. So there's one guy here.
Yeah, one guy here and one guy here. I'm gonna have to. Go ahead.
I'll put the guy closest to Bert, and I just Misty Step, so I can only use a cantrip.
Correct.
Alrighty. Then I break out the wand. Oh, you're in for it now, mister. And break out the wand and Inaya Dun. 1 sec.
I'm like,
And I'm casting a firebolt.
a firebolt. Okay, a 17. That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
The damage is posted. It's 12 points.
Oh, 12 points. 12 points.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Why did I roll it twice? Okay, it's 7 points.
7 points. Okay, that does not quite kill this guy as the firebolt whoosh, slams into his back. He stumbles, looks over his shoulder at you, glaring, but he is still alive. Anything else for you, Aize?
Yeah, I don't want to be standing at the top of the stairs in case someone rushes me.
Okay.
So I'll just move down to here. It's assumed that I'm up here. I'm up top,
You're
right?
up top. Yeah. I got you. So you're
Okay.
up on the forecastle looking down. Got it.
All right.
Okay.
That's my action.
Awesome. Okay. Volric, you're up.
All right. So as I deflect it, I say, well, if it's smaller and you can't use it, sucks to be you. And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay.
So he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Again of 13 or 14. I think it's 13.
You got a 9, so he fails.
Okay, cool. All right, so he'll take 3d6 damage.
Okay.
And then choose 3 dice. So he takes 9. Yep, takes 9 points of damage. And then he, of course, as you probably know, he's forced to move backwards as a reaction.
Yep.
And when he does, I get an attack of opportunity on him.
Do you if it's force movement? I thought if it's force
It's not-
movement.
No, yeah. So this is. I mean, we could talk about after also. It's been discussed online, like with the designer people.
Go for it.
'cause it's
Just
not
yeah.
forced.
I believe. I
It's-
trust you. Just go for it.
Yeah, because it's quote voluntary.
Yeah. Go for it. Do it.
Okay, cool. All right, so then I will attack him with the sword.
Are you attacking one-handed or two-handed?
I will attack one-handed because it sounds like it'll be disadvantaged with 2 hands.
Yeah. As you are
So-
wielding the sword with 2 hands, you realize it's really tight in here, and you
Yeah.
bring it out one-handed. Go for it.
Yeah, and I've been missing a lot today, so I'm gonna go for the one hand. I don't want to make it worse. Here we go. Hey, nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
So not a natural 20, but still 20. So that's a total of nice because my giants rolled a d6 for my giant's might size and 12 max damage, so it's 18 points of damage on top of the 9.
Yeah. So you say this dissonant whisper in his head, and he clutches at his head and goes, "That's so mean," and he kind of stumbles away as you slash into his back, and he continues to stumble, bleeding. He's still up, but he looks really hurt.
And then I'm going to turn to his crony,
Yeah.
and I say, you may be sniveling, you may be of no use, but I'm going to give you inspiration because of our truce. And I give him bardic inspiration as a bonus action.
Okay, awesome. he like looks at you and nods and is like, yeah. So he's gonna do when he gets to his turn, he has that. Sethreth. Volric, if you are done,
I'm done.
Sethreth, you are up.
So, can you describe the character in front of me?
Yes, so in front of you, you see what looks to be another crewmate. This individual seems to actually, a lot of the crewmates you've seen have basically just been in their like clothing with like really basic armor. This one has a little better armor on, and as they're coming out, they're pulling out what looks to be like a bludgeoning mace with like, iron bits on it.
Okay. I will just do the usual and beat the crap out of him. So, going to do my attack of reckless.
Okay.
Get advantage. So I take a stumble there. 25. I didn't need it after all.
Yeah, you
So,
definitely hit.
Only 8 points of damage. And the second attack,
Is that 10 points with the rage?
yeah, it's only 10 points.
10, okay.
for rage. And 19 for the second attack. And nice, that's a 17 points there. So 26 points of damage all up.
Yeah, he's not quite
And-
dead.
He has advantage on me when he attacks his turn.
Excellent. So 2 quick hits. He looks really messed up, bleeding around the mouth as you break his nose. All right. Is that it for you, Sethreth?
Yep.
Got it. Shifty, you're up. You are in fog, and as far as you can tell, the room is empty. Everybody has piled out of it. Oh, you're muted.
When I'm next to these barrels, if I push my weight against it, do they feel heavy?
Oh, yes.
Are
And
they big as me, or?
yes, these are essentially like, wine barrels or like
Kegs, almost.
whiskey barrels, like kegs. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I am going to just at the time I'm going to pull out a tool as I feel the barrel. I'm going to pull out a crowbar from my bag and try to lift it open. Would I know what's inside of it by chance, or no? I have no idea.
You are in fog, so you can't really see. I'll give you. Go ahead and make an investigation check at disadvantage because of the fog.
Investigation. I investigate. 20.
So, well, at disadvantage. So, unfortunately, it's an 8. You're not sure, but you could definitely open it if you would like to do that.
I'm going to pull out a tool of mine, kind of a thing I use to kind of it's like a corkscrew type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger one than you would like for a wine bottle, like, one that you could like kind of like dig a hole into the ground and pull out kind of almost a cylinder piece to kind of, hide something and then pat the dirt that you pull out with it back on top of it to hide something.
Okay. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it has kind of like a pointed thing. I'm just going to use that and try to, I'm not sure if it would take 1 turn or 2 turns.
You could do it in 1 turn, so that'll be your action as you pop it open.
Well, I'm not going to try to pop open the cork on this thing. I'm actually going to try to drill into the bottom of it.
Oh. You want to drain it.
And try to dig into the bottom of it to make it, whatever's inside of it come, leak out like grain or whatever.
Yeah. So you do that, and come spilling out, you do feel liquid spill all over your hand, and what you smell, okay, yeah, what you smell is a strong scent of wine. There is a lot of wine that's just spilling out of that hole onto the deck.
Okay. Then with that being said, then I'm going to look at smell that and say, okay. And I'm going to then just I can only do like 1 per turn, correct?
Yeah, that would be one action to do that. Yeah.
Did I hear Aspen come down with you? Did she say anything when she came down and killed that?
She did, yeah. She said something about, like, what, did you really need the fog? So you know that she's in the room with you.
So I say, yes, we need the fog. But then I decrease it, or I guess there's some of it's already up on top too, but I don't decrease it. I say, what are we going to do with this? There's so many.
Aspen?
To Aspen.
I don't know. We'll think of something.
Okay.
We can't see anything with this fog here.
It's like, it's wine. I thought they said it would be something a little bit more dangerous.
Doesn't matter. They paid us to get it done. So that's what we'll do.
And I say, well, there's a porthole behind me, and I decrease the fog. If I'm able to decrease the fog a bit, it's at 20. If I can decrease it to, I guess,
oh, can you do that with the spell?
I think you can. It's a concentration spell.
Uh-huh. I thought it was just like a one-time blast, and then...
It's a concentration. There should be still fog up there.
Yeah. So it spreads around corners. I don't think you can shape it though. You are concentrating on it, like holding it, but it is fog. It's just filled the room. If there's wind, it'll blow around. You can drop the spell and it'll completely go away, but you can't move it or decrease it.
No, I'm just gonna keep it the same. I was like,
okay,
I guess let's get to work.
Okay. Are you gonna move?
Okay.
I am going to. Now, did you say there were people down here too, like slaves or something like that?
No. There was a lot of individuals in here, and they have now all cleared out. You suspect it was the crew, and they have bolted up top to defend the ship.
I just kind of grumbled. They had to just come in with swords a swinging. Could have used those arms. And then that's my turn.
Okay, Aspen, you're up. You're in this foggy room. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try to stumble my way forward to see. Can I make a perception check?
Yeah.
To see if I see anything.
Yeah, I would be at disadvantage. What are you looking for specifically? Or you don't have to say specific, but you know.
I'm looking for I guess a specific barrel.
Okay. Go ahead, do it at disadvantage.
Okay, and I still have guidance on.
Okay.
I think that lasts a minute or something.
If you use it and you already used it for.
I didn't use it for my last roll.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, perception.
So that's an 8. You can add the D4 if you want.
9.
9.
No.
Okay. Yeah. This room is entirely filled with fog. Like it is. Essentially, it's heavily obscured, so you're just seeing shadows and shapes. You do feel there's a lot of barrels in here, but you can't make out really any details.
Okay. Would that be considered my action to look around?
Well, yeah, it would. I
Okay.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't do anything as a bonus action, so that's all I can do for right now.
Okay. So now it is all of the other remaining crew. So you hear more footsteps and shouting as Aize, you see 4 more individuals come spilling out of that same area. You see one of them is literally running out and like pulling his pants up as he's coming out and pulling his sword out. But 4 more individuals come spilling out, so they use their movement, 30 feet of movement to get up there, and they will dash to get up and start surrounding folks with their blades out. They cannot attack this round because they had to use all their movement. God, can this one make it all the way to here? Yes. But Rin, go ahead and make an attack of opportunity if you want.
Right.
And the ones that were already up there.
You have to use your sword, by the way, Erica.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'm gonna have to hunt for where that is because I never use it.
It's on your character sheet. So it should be right above your bow.
It isn't, but I think I could figure it out.
Yeah, you could just wear it's a short sword, so it would be your dex plus your proficiency. So that's
If
going
you
to
scroll down to your item names, you might not have ticked the box for the weapon. As soon as you tick it, it will appear in your combat area.
It's a +6, by the way, Erica.
So.
Yeah, it's not adding, so I'm just gonna roll.
Yeah, go ahead, roll a d20 and add 6, and we'll see if you hit.
So many windows. I could do this. Okay. Rolled.
6. 14. That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Erica, it's a D6 plus your dex, so that's +3.
So 6 points of damage. You slash this individual as they run past. Sethreth, these 2 individuals in the armor and the maces, they surround you and they just start wailing on you for a 19 to hit, a 16 to hit, a 14 to hit, and a 22 to hit. Do those all hit? Oh, you're muted?
Except the 14. I'm not wearing my breastplate because I did the big swim, so I have an armor class of 15.
Got it. Okay, so that is 3 hits on you. Okay, this is 1d6 plus 2 for each of these. 6 plus 2.
Is it the death of Sethreth?
Boom. That is 13 points of damage, bludgeoning, so go ahead and reduce that for your rage.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, that was them. So they just start wailing on you, Sethreth, and you just taking the hits.
Is that all you got?
Amazing. And then the one across the way is going to take a light crossbow out and fire it at you at disadvantage because Bert is there harassing. It does not hit. That is... Oh, and now the guy that's fighting the captain that's still charmed stumbles over, picks his sword up, slashes towards the captain, and is going to have inspiration on this. So
it's Bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration.
So +6 if you need.
Okay, so
plus a d6.
got a 15, and I will definitely add that d6.
Come on.
18 definitely hits.
Yes.
Yes, and he's gonna do. I just see if this guy has anything. Nope. Okay, so it definitely hits. He gets to do it's not that much damage, but hey, we'll see. Okay, yeah, a d6 plus 1. Here we go. So 2 damage. He slices him across the cheek. Good. All right. Next is Rin. You are up. You are surrounded.
I keep moving and people keep coming towards me. Okay. It's like I'm a ranger. So, yep. All right. So, I know by the icons what I'm looking at, but can you remind me exactly what type of folks are around me?
Yeah, so you have to the left and right of you, or the east and west of you if you're looking at the map, you have 2 what just look to be sailors. You know, they have basically sailors' outfits on, and they have scimitars. Directly in front of you, you see this muscle-bound woman come out that's wearing leathers, and she has a big great axe, and she comes out and looks at you and kind of and is pulling this great axe out to swing it at you.
Fun. All right. So I'll send out the bird.
Okay. Who is the bird attacking?
The tallest one.
Okay, the lady. Go for it.
Oh, that's a 2.
Bert gets
that's +5, but still doesn't.
Bert gets advantage, flanking
Oh.
flanking with you, flying into position.
All right, this has to be better.
14 plus 5 is 19. That definitely hits.
Right.
Yep. Roll your damage.
Double checking d6.
D4 +5.
4 + 5. Thank you. 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 damage. All right, awesome. So start scratching at her as she kind of lets out a sharp breath of pain. What do you do, Rin?
All right, pulls out an arrow, shooting with sharpshooter.
Okay,
Disadvantage.
Yep.
So this is double.
Yep.
All right, if this hits, declaring her favorite foe.
This definitely hits.
All right.
Oh my god.
Yes.
The luck continues.
Yep.
Okay, that's
The
a 20,
continues.
So 21 points of damage. Go ahead and roll your second attack.
All right. And if I'm doing this correctly, that means if I hit again, I get extra damage as well.
Yep.
Rolling with disadvantage.
No, natural 1 does not. It just, she ducks out of the way as the arrow goes wide. Okay. Is that it for you, Rin?
Unfortunately, unless I want 3 people to attack me again.
Okay. The captain, again, is gonna, run up and just try to get you, Volric. Probably is not gonna hit. Yep, both miss. The crossbow bolt just ricochets off your armor, and the sword... Go ahead.
I deflect the sword again.
King!
Not too late to surrender.
I'm just warming up. All right. That was him. Aize, you are up on the forecastle. You see all these people come spilling out onto the deck. What do you do?
I say they're all picking on our favorite little elf. That's not very nice. Shoot.
Aize,
I'm gonna fireball those fools down in the hold, but it'd probably be a bad idea to do it now. But hang on, I'm gonna do a calculation here. Nobody panic. I'm not throwing a fireball yet.
Yet, keyword.
I will also mention this is a wooden boat.
I know.
It's like we're winning as we see.
Episode 1 is the last episode of the season.
Yeah.
We'd like to keep the boat.
I know. Notice I didn't fireball the hold. Didn't have the shifty was down there too, but all right. So there's 3 people on Rin. Bert's working one of them.
Yeah.
That one looks. Whoever's the most injured, that's who I'm going to land this on.
Got it. That would be this individual here that's standing by the cargo hold.
I am upcasting the magic missile. I'm casting it as a 3rd level spell.
Incredible.
Ooh.
And I will target that person who has been injured. I yank out the book. I look at it, really closely. And I don't really need a 1 for this, but I do it anyway. Tap the book. Archive. We are pulling up. Where are you? Magic missile. Idan Misali. And I lift off 1, 2, 3.
As you
4.
say that, you hear that voice again. Right away. And it...
Right? I'm not as surprised or shocked this time. It's just kind of like, you know how long I've been talking to you and you never said a word? I mean, I'm very happy though. Don't get me wrong.
It's a new experience for me too, sir. It's coming.
Oh,
it's amazing.
And as you're laughing, the missiles go... Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's 5 magic missiles.
Yeah.
1, 4, 6, 9, 13,
Yeah.
and 4 is 17 points.
What does it look like as you obliterate this guy with your magic missiles, slamming into him?
All right, this is 5 missiles, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runes lift off the book, and what's one? I can't think of it. I'll just do A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, E. No, it's E.
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, E. No, I have my ABCs. I got you, Rin. Don't worry.
Thank you.
And as you shout that, these runes go flying through the air, these bright ones, and they slam into the back of this guy who just launches forward and tumbles down into the cargo hold. Shifty and Aspen, you hear a thump as a body lands in, and you can hear the clang of swords above. Aize, do you want to move or bonus action? You good? Oh, you muted.
Sorry, it's hard for me to say because I can't see up there, but I will move so I'm further away from them.
Okay, so you've back further away onto the forecastle. Awesome.
Yeah. Or down to this part of the forecastle.
Go for it, yeah. As you are rushing over there, just defeated this individual, we cut back to Volric with the captain there, locking swords. Volric, what do you do?
I assume I don't have an angle for advantage yet, right?
No, not, well...
That's okay. If not, I'm cool.
Yeah, not really. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So, in that case, I'm going to try and sell this as best I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my sword two-handed, swing back, not knowing, making a note of what's above me, lamps or whatever. And I'm going to purposely swing and have my sword get stuck into the ceiling so I can follow through and punch him with my right hand, do an unarmed strike.
Awesome. Go for it.
I want to try and get advantage if you want me to do deception or whatever.
Yeah, make a deception check. As you want to do a feint attack, essentially, right?
Yeah, basically, I'm
Go for
selling
it.
like I'm off balance, basically.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
You got this, Volric.
Yes.
Right.
I think you're gonna beat it, but go ahead.
17 advantage.
Definitely
No
beats it.
respect.
So the sword gets stuck. You purposely stick it into the ceiling, and you see this captain just huge grin. And then you go ahead and roll your attack.
And so advantage on my unarmed strike. Oh, 23. So ignore the +4 again. That's macro. So 23, that'll hit for sure.
Yep.
And yeah, I rolled max damage with my unarmed strike, a D8. I rolled an 8. So it's 17 points, counting my giant might. And then I get a bonus action for a grapple.
Wow.
Okay, well, okay.
Oh, is he dead?
Is this lethal? Are you trying to kill him?
I would like to not kill him.
Okay, so as he's laughing, what does it look like as you freaking lay this guy out?
So here.
Yeah.
So like that, and I don't want to throw this sword, but stick. Right, just a right cross right across his jaw.
So as he's, you fool, poof, it just lands on the deck. He is out cold, drool coming out of his mouth, and there are just little teeth that go ding, ding, ding onto the ground. He is
I
knocked
bow.
cold.
I bow and I say, I accept your surrender.
As he lands out, knocked cold, you see the individual behind you that's been wailing on Sethreth looks over and sees the captain down on the deck. Oh. Captain's down! Captain's down! Sethreth, I'll let you react. What do you do?
Well, it's time to finish off these pups. So the
Okay.
guy that I've been having the last hit with, I'm going to come down double hand on top of him, hopefully get rid of him straight off the bat.
Go for it.
And that would be reckless, of course. Because I like going reckless. Oh, 20.
Definitely
Hit.
hits. Yeah.
13 points of damage.
He is shink, cleaved in half. He is dead.
So I come down, bury the axe in him, leave it there and go, hold that. And as I'm doing this spinning turn and I get halfway, the axe reappears in my hands. And I'm doing a side swipe on these two, and hopefully I can follow some damage through.
Yes, go for it. That is awesome. So are you attacking the guy up here first?
Crit, baby!
Ooh.
And don't forget, with my heritage as an orc, crits, I get an extra D10 of
Nice.
damage.
Yeah, brutal critical, right?
Well,
or no,
roll
savage attack.
D10.
Yeah.
Plus an extra 3.
So that is
So we got, what's that? 16.
Do you want me to call my accountant?
35, 36. Is that correct?
is it 31?
31?
Oh,
No,
then plus 2.
33.
33. Okay. Who are you going for with this attack?
So when I swing around the bearded guy, I'm going into him, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping it follows through.
Okay.
If I'm
So-
lucky, to the next one next to me.
Yeah, so technically he is damaged, so the cleave would not apply, but because you got the critical hit and this is just so awesome, I'm gonna let it slide for this, if everybody's okay with that. Cause this is awesome. So you cut into this guy, he is cut in half, and you follow through, roll another attack to see if you hit him. The damage will carry over, but see if you hit the guy with the mace.
Fingers crossed.
Come on.
24. Oh,
Definitely
yeah.
hits. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy, the bearded guy, he only had 5 hit points, so he is 5 hit points down. So the rest all goes to the other guy, which was 28 points
29.
of damage. 29.
29, yeah. Yep.
So you slam into him, and he into the stomach, and the blade sinks in a good 3 inches, but he's just holding on. And he's not quite dead, but yeah, that was amazing.
And then the axe is buried in his guts, and I just put the hand out and it repairs my hands again.
And he's just bleeding there, looking up at you. That is your turn, Sethreth. So it would be Shifty and Aspen, and then all the rest of the crew. Just because of the circumstances here, we're gonna get to you, Shifty and Aspen. But all the crew up top hear that guy shout that out. They see Sethreth cleave one of their companions in half, and then, or actually 2 of their companions in half, cut into the other guy who called out, bleeding out, and everybody just looks at the situation, and they all put their hands up, and the blades just cling, 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 clack on to the deck. Everybody holding their hands up in surrender.
Blood pouring all over me, and my tongue's out licking it.
Awesome. And before we resolve that, we're gonna go back down to the lower decks as we see Aspen and Shifty moving through these barrels. I'll give you guys a moment here, a little bit of role play here to resolve this. What are you both doing?
Shifty, I don't. Is there anything that you can do to, like, make the barrels disappear? I mean, it sounds like they're finished up there, so we have to be quick about this.
I got nothing. Not for this many.
I didn't think it was gonna be this many either.
I mean, I thought it would just be a few, but maybe there are just a few. But I don't want to let this fog down.
Okay, I don't. Okay, I'll go to that side. You stay over there. We just go run back and forth and see if we can find it.
Okay. Is that what you're gonna do?
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to give him guidance.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to this side of the ship.
Got it.
And I'm gonna start looking for that specific barrel.
Okay. Go ahead, both of you. I'll let you pick. You can do perception or investigation. This is at disadvantage because, again, there's still the fog, so you have to stumble through.
And we're both making this roll?
Correct.
Okay.
Or if you want, you could give Shifty advantage, and then it would just be a straight roll for Shifty.
I will do that. I will give him advantage.
There you go, Shifty. So you just do a straight roll as Aspen's helping you try to find what you're looking for.
I'm going to then, in the darkness, I suppose, or in the fog, I'm going to go to, like, well, this is 5 feet right here.
Okay.
Is that 5? 10?
Yep, 10.
I'm going between the barrels if I can fit between them, or over the tops of them.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I'm going to use my crowbar and try to pry off the top of this one here.
Okay, yeah, well, so that's, yeah, you don't even have to, you pry off the top, and it's more wine. You smell more wine coming off, out of that barrel. But you can still do the investigation if you're trying to, like, you know, do a little bit more thorough of a search. Like, you've used that to open.
Is this the bottommost storage area, or there's going to be one below us too with these doors?
You know that down there is the bilge, so it's essentially a small area about 4 feet high, and it's kind of where water, you know, from the ship drains down and collects. So like wastewater, stuff that happens in storms. Yeah, it's not another storage area. Yep.
I say, ask, where are you at? Can I take another action or not?
Yeah, we're kind of in, at this moment, you hear the battle has... Yeah, so at this moment, the battle is stopped. You hear the swords clatter. You hear some voices. We're going to get back to them. I'm going to give you a little bit more time here to kind of... I'll let you do one more, you know, action to do what you want to do.
I'll say, Aspen, where are you at?
I'm on the other side of the ship.
And I think when I hear that, I'm going to cast Ice Knife right here.
Oh, okay. Make an attack roll at disadvantage for me.
Yes. Hopefully I don't put a hole in the ship. And as I say that, I was like, that metalhead better not think he's going to be the captain of this ship once we commandeer it. This will be my ship.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely. So, the ice knife shoots out, and it hits the side of the barrel, poof, pops a hole in it. There's a moment where you don't hear anything, and then that ice dissipates, and you hear liquid come spilling out. Aspen, you standing on that side, you get a very strong, like, smoky, peaty smell of scotch that's spilling out onto the deck of the hold.
I think you found it. I think you...
Bingo.
Yeah, you can drop the fog now.
Do your thing first, then I'll lift it.
Okay, Aspen, what do you do?
I start casting Eldritch Blast on the rest of these barrels.
Okay, so now we're gonna cut back upstairs as Aspen, you start to, with a flash of light. What is the light, like a purple light?
Yes.
Flash of purple light in the fog. You start bursting these barrels open, and we're gonna cut back upstairs. Let's go to, I'm gonna cut to this actually. Let's go to Volric first. So Volric, What are you gonna do? You're in the captain's quarters. He is laid out unconscious. What are you doing?
I'm gonna lean down, and as I lean down, because I can tell by the sounds and the call outs that they're surrendering.
Yes,
right?
yes. And I mean, you look over your shoulder and you literally see people dropping their weapons, holding their hands up.
So I'm gonna kneel down, and I'm going to, as I do, I'm going to shrink to regular size.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw the captain over my shoulder.
Okay.
Because I still have a good strength. And then I'm going to walk back out to the top deck.
Okay.
And I say to Sniveler, I say, "You coming?"
Yeah. And he follows behind.
Okay. I walk out, and then I see the carnage.
It's a mess.
I say, I missed all the fun. Well,
Yeah, it was bad, mate. Blood and guts everywhere.
Where's Shifty and Aspen? All right.
Down below.
And at this point, as you say that, all of you kind of hear below these muffled, like, poof, 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 and you see flashes of purple light.
Don't know what they're doing, but they've been down on their own, not helping us up here fight at all.
Well, as long as they're all right. And I'll drop the body on the deck, and I say, this one's worth a reward. Who has rope?
The body drops. And as it drops, that tricorn hat has fallen off, and as they land down, they had these like thick black curls. You just see the wig flop off, and underneath is just like a mess of like gray and pepper like hair with a big old bald spot.
I do call out. Sorry, just wanted to stop. They've also surrendered at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay, I pop open archive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to I'm setting up for detect magic.
Okay, so you start going through and you hear,
Oh, wonderful. This is a good one.
all right.
The rest of the group is probably wondering why I'm laughing like that, but whatever.
Actually, yeah. Rin, you actually do hear that voice. It's not just Aize that's hearing it. It's quiet from where you are because you're across the deck, but you do hear another voice coming from where Aize is as he's doing this. All right. So
I will pull up I'm gonna use my. Oh, sorry, I interrupted you, Nathan.
No, you're good. You so go ahead. You can cast.
I'm using my. Hang on one sec. Order of Scribe's ability to cast this at its regular. It's not at ritual speed, but at its regular speed.
Oh no way! That's super cool. So it's just an action.
Yeah, I can do it once per short rest.
Very cool.
So I will. Here, I'll post that in
Cool.
20.
So you
Once per long
cast
rest.
it.
Right. So I cast the spell. I'm sorry, detect magic,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll VTT that.
So you cast it and focus as you hear Archive kind of chuckling.
I think I do detect something. Over that way. Take a look.
And you feel your head almost get like pulled in a direction. And you see a little flash of light appear on the waistcoat of the captain. Just a little.
All right. I pointed out, and I say, getting warmer.
Okay, oh, you pointed out to
I
the
see it's
rest.
on the waistcoat. Never mind. I'll walk over there and say, Volric, the unconscious guy there. Check his waistcoat. He has something interesting. It's magical. Oh, I don't walk over there because
Yeah.
I don't want to fall in the holes.
Probably a imitation cod piece. I'll go down.
Well, then it's a magical imitation cod piece.
All right.
While they're all doing that, I will get all the surrendered pirates and tie them up on the mast to make sure they can't do any harm.
Got it. So you start doing that. You start tying everybody up.
Yep.
Rin.
Get out of there. Leave your weapons.
They comply. The charmed one as well goes over and like goes over up to the mast as you start tying everybody up.
Just leave me.
Yeah, you too. I don't trust you. We might let you live though.
I got it. Rin, what are you doing while this is all happening?
Probably not doing any of the tying, but just kind of like handing off the rope every now and then at the end of the line next to Sethra.
Okay, so you two are tying them all up. Volric, do you want to do anything with the body?
I'm checking that waistband.
Got it. So you reach into the waistcoat and you pull out. Let me find it. Hold on. This is partially why I do things digitally. I can just do a search function.
This might take a while. It's small.
No. What you find is you do find a kind of long cylinder, and you pull it out. And what you find yourself holding, it looks like a pipe, like a tobacco pipe. And it has like really intricate engravings on it that show little like swirling bits of smoke, and within the smoke you can see little figures engraved of like, it looks like knights fighting and like a dragon on the other side.
And I showed to him, you must mean this.
To Aize? Yeah.
Does that
Yes.
appear to be where the Yes, indeed. That is a magic pipe.
And it is, radiating powerful illusion magic.
All of you hear this now as Aize is standing there. This voice is coming from the book, and you kind of see the pages go flutter as it speaks.
And it is radiating powerful illusion magic.
Aize, your book cursed?
Don't say that.
Yeah, the book goes,
Here?
the book goes,
I am not cursed. I just took me a while to wake up.
Should I kill it?
No! This is part of being an order of scribe. This is an awakened spellbook. Sorry, I didn't mean to refer to you in the second person.
It's
This
okay.
is
It's quite okay.
Archive. I'm referring to you. This is Archive, my awakened spellbook. It just took a while for Archive to awaken.
Not
That's all.
black magic? Not black magic?
No. It's a black man casting magic, but this is not black magic. This is Archive.
Oh, if you say so. I go back to
No, I assure you. Thank you for being helpful, Archive. Archive pointed that out to me, the magic pipe. Would you like me to determine what it is or what its abilities are, or would you rather just use it and find out the hard way or good way, depending?
I like a nice surprise, but I also like a nice magic item when I toss it to you.
okay. So you catch
Okay.
it.
This time it'll take me 10 minutes, but I'll do an identify spell on it.
Okay, so you head off into a corner and focus, and Archive is sitting there with you.
Oh, yes, this will take a bit of time, but we will figure it out.
All right.
I say, Rin, I say, let's go see what Aspen and Shifty are about.
Okay, so while all of this is... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I'll check the rest of the ship while you're doing on that. Make sure no one's hiding.
All right, so you and Rin... Sethrith, you just finished tying up. Rin, you join Volric. You are getting ready to head downstairs while Aize is deciphering this pipe. Downstairs, Shifty and Aspen, you've had a bit more time. So what have you been doing down there? Aspen, you're blasting these barrels with Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, so I would have tried to get rid of as many barrels as I can.
Okay.
And when I start hearing footprints, I tell Shifty to the grate next to me that I'm standing next to, I will try to lift that.
Oh, okay.
I want to lift that up. I'm gonna give myself guidance because I'm not that strong.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, Shifty, get over here.
Real quick, just to kind of suss this out. How many attacks can you do per round with Eldritch Blast? Just one or?
Two.
Okay.
I can do two.
So I will give you, let's see, I'm gonna start crossing off barrels, and we will give you, they were talking for a while. I'm gonna say that like 75% of these barrels are down, so I'm just gonna kind of do this, and these remaining 6 are what is left. And Aspen, you reach down to pull the grate up. Make an athletics check for me. And Shifty, you an 11 11 won't quite do it. Oh, but you have guidance.
Yeah, 14. I don't think that's gonna do it either.
It's starting to move. It's gonna take a little bit of time. You're kind of straining to pull it up. Shifty, what are you doing?
I'm gonna come towards her voice, and because she said come over here, and I shout out, I just got knocked out of something. I shout out, yeah, get him, got it. She's like, as she's hitting the barrels and stuff like that, and casting Eldritch Blast, I'm just like, yeah, that's take that.
Awesome. So
And I kind of go over to her when she says, shit, to get over here, and I feel her trying to lift that thing up, so I'm gonna also try to help her with it.
okay. So
use my-
she do you want to give her advantage or do you want to lift it?
I wouldn't be able to lift it by myself, obviously. I would try to help her. So either give her advantage or I'd roll it myself.
Yeah.
So which one do you prefer?
It's up to you.
I'll let her have advantage.
Okay, so Aspen, I'll give you that 18 that you rolled, just to kind of speed things up here. As Shifty comes over to the grate with you, you both get down and start, and it slides off, revealing the bilge below. There's not a pleasant smell coming up from under there, but you now have it open.
So he's coughing, and as soon as he lifts the fog and Vorik and Rin come down, I'm like patting his back and I'm just like, it's okay. You had no choice.
Okay, so let's resolve that. Yeah.
How long will it take us to do this while they're coming down?
We'll say that as you lift the grate up and slide it over, you can now hear the footsteps coming to the door, as Volric and Rin are about to enter the room. So what do you both do? Or Shifty, what do you do?
And I hear them. Do they announce themselves coming in?
I don't know. Rin and Volric, how are you entering the room?
So one thing I'd like to modify this slightly.
Yeah.
So thank you, by the way, to looks like Billy B.
76. Thanks for subscribing.
Yeah, for subscribing.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll come back and watch our show again. So because Seth Breath was going to search the ship for more people,
yeah,
I'm going to ask Rin to stay up top and keep an eye on the tied up.
Got it.
Yeah. So I'll go down. Yeah, and so I'll call out.
You'll call out. Okay, so
Aspen, Shifty.
So you hear Volric calling out, and Volric, I'll move your token just because I got to get you down there. But you end up down in what looks to be another crew quarters, and you can see there's a door there in front of you that's ajar that's leading into this room filled with fog. So that's what Shifty, that's what you and Aspen hear. I'll let you respond accordingly.
We're down here. And then I'm just patting Shifty's back as he's coughing. And I'm just like, it's okay. It's okay. I know this was hard for you, but he attacked us.
I released the fog, and then I think I'm guessing I'm gonna assume that there's probably some over here as well that are.
There are 6 barrels left. Yes.
And I look at the fog, and my eyes kind of go, and I go, oh, quick! There's another one right there! And I shout at her as to look, there's another one right there in the corner. And I say that to Aspen.
Okay. Towards the barrels. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Make a deception check for me, and Volric, you can make an insight check.
Perception? Would it be
Deception.
Deception or performance?
It would be deception. It would be deception. Performance would be more, like performing to entertain.
Okay, deception's better for me anyways.
Okay. Aspen, yes?
I'm sorry. No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So, Shifty, you got a 16. Volric got a 20 insight. So, Volric, I'll give you this. As you enter the room right as Shifty says this, and you look in the corner, you don't see anybody over there. Aspen, what are you doing?
Where? Oh, Vorik.
Okay.
Is everything okay up there?
Have you seen my friend Shen?
Who?
Shenanigans? What's going on here?
We jumped down. There were people down here. We killed them. What else would be going on down here?
I know we're on a boat, but something seems fishy, that's all.
Oh yeah, the grate. We had to slide the body into it, so now it's at sea.
Am I still not buying this, Nathan?
Aspen, you make a deception check for me,
Okay.
and Volric, you can make
Don't
one more insight.
Don't forget Volric knows ships very well.
Yes.
16.
16. Okay, so go ahead and make your
Right.
insight.
Here we go.
Surely Volric gets an advantage.
This is more. This
Nope,
isn't
that time
specific
it
about the
worked.
ship. So yeah, you believe Aspen.
Nobody
All
believes.
right.
Yeah.
I believe you, Aspen.
I mean,
Where's Shifty?
why would I lie to you? Shifty's right here.
Yeah, Shifty's-
Sorry, he's choking.
I
Um,
dog.
I forgot you're short. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't see him. So, are we good to go?
Yes. We've been able to incapacitate the captain. He's worth about 400 gold to us, and a sizable amount of the crew is surrendered.
Actually,
All in all,
that's
all
not
in all,
all
it's a
my
win.
gift for you. That's not only my gift for you, Mr. Volric. He also has a couple what you could call views, mistresses. I'm sure they could get something out of them too if they want to try to, come get them back. It'd be fun to watch them fight over 'em.
50, always about the drama. We will be up there in a moment. Let me just close this grate.
Do,
Yeah.
do I smell or
Look at
notice
my
that there's
ship.
like,
We're finally
alcohol
upgrading
everywhere
this
on the floor?
ship. You see my ranky old ship? I'm gonna get a bigger one now. Finally.
As Shifty's saying this, Volric, you asked, do you notice the broken barrels? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, well, no, the smell and all.
Oh yeah, I mean, yes, the room is very strong smells of scotch and a little bit of wine mixed in there, but it is, you see there is scotch all
Smells like
over
a-
the floor. The barrels are shattered. Now, I would say with Aspen's deception, you probably assume it's just, collateral damage from the battle.
Yep.
But yes, there is.
Yeah. I look down and I say, the true carnage of today. Sad.
So
Well,
many
seems like
lives
there's lots
lost.
of wine over here.
No, I'm looking down. Yeah, I'm looking down at the alcohol. Um, so,
As you say that, I'm just like, yes. Unfortunately, so many lives lost.
yeah. Speaking about this shift, that's the shift. Speaking about this ship, Shifty, maybe we should go back to the council. Maybe in lieu of payment, we can reconnoiter this.
I don't think there's going to require a payment. You see, it's kind of the rules of the land here. If somebody commandeers a ship, it becomes your ship. You see, but you can have my old ship. I'll let you be captain of that one. It's really fast. You heard him say it.
I'll tell you what. I'll arm wrestle you for the ship.
I don't think that's very fair.
I think we
Your
should just
arm
all
is as
walk
big
up
as
and
me.
enjoy our win. I say we should walk up top deck and enjoy our win. We could talk about this later.
All right.
He's right. Come on, Shifty.
So you all start heading upstairs. Yes, Shifty?
Don't let him take away this way from me.
We will try. Okay, we'll fight
Get
for
your
the
own
ship,
quarters.
Okay. And as we're leaving, do I get a sense that we got all the barrels?
No, there are 6 left.
She threw one Eldritch Blast at least at them.
So I basically, in that time, I was trying to determine the amount of time you had. You got the 6. There are 6 left.
After I dropped it, I mean.
I don't think, Aspen, did you say you fired Eldritch Blasts? I didn't hear that.
I don't think I did.
Okay.
No.
So, as you're leaving the room, I mean, both of you can do something. As Volric is heading out, going up the stairs, you're all going behind. I mean, what do you want to do?
I scream, and then I Eldritch Blast. Oh my God, that was a big. Was that a rat?
Okay. So you do 2 Eldritch Blasts. That would get you
Yes.
2 barrels. I will say, if you're trying to get all of them with just Eldritch Blast, make I want to say make an Arcana check to try to control the cantrip to see if you can angle it such to hit these barrels and destroy them.
Okay.
Oh my
24.
goodness! So, Volric, as you were going up the stairs, you hear this scream and you hear Aspen cry out, And coming back into the room, you now see that the remaining 6 barrels on that side of the ship.
That was the biggest rat I ever seen. Oh my god. Ugh.
You are either a terrible shot or a good liar. Either way, let's go up top.
Okay.
I mean, this
smells
is like your expertise. Like, you can't tell me you've never seen big rats like that before.
I certainly haven't.
We're just. We trying to stop the plague? Jeez.
All right, as you all head upstairs, we're just about at time here, but I do want to do 2 things if time permits. Sethreth, you are going to explore the rest of the ship. Actually, before we get to that, let's first, I'm going to give Aize the item. So I will drop that into your journal. That's what I was trying to say. And you can reveal that to the players probably after the show because we're running out of time. So Aize archive finishes your ritual casting and says,
Oh, this is wonderful. This allows for a bit of performance. You can have your memories appear before you in smoke.
So I just dropped that into your journal. And then Sethreth, as you go to explore the ship, you start opening doors. You open this door. Sorry, I'm going to, if it's all right, I'm going to move your token for you. Just to kind of...
Tokens right now?
What was that?
I also, when I'm in front of the boat, I'll use my magic awareness. That gives me up to 60 feet.
Got it.
And when I'm at the back of the ship, I'll do it again.
Perfect.
When I'm midway, I might as well. I'll use up all 3.
Okay, yeah. And then Shifty, what'd you ask?
Can you bring us back to the top so we can see what's happening?
Yeah, of course. Sorry. And this is just as Sethreth is exploring the ship. We will, next session, we will kind of get into the nitty-gritty details of like what you find, Sethreth, because there's a lot on this ship.
Yeah.
But you open this door, and as it opens up, and inside you see 3 figures that immediately like scurry and push up against the wooden walls, and there are these hammocks that are strung up in this room, and the room itself has this almost like earthy, like watery smell to it, almost like a swamp or a bog. It's not unpleasant, it's kind of like a, very earthy smell. And you see these 3 figures push up against the wall, and they kind of, and you see these reptilian-looking creatures, about 7 to 8 feet tall. They have a big crest coming off the tops of their heads, and they currently have spears at their side, and they're kind of cocked their heads looking at you. And they, in kind of broken common, look at you. And one of them says, "What was all the commotion? What's happening?"
Ship's under new control, buddy.
Where are our weapons? You promised us our weapons. And you see these 3 lizard folk in this chamber. One, it has bright green scales with a kind of dark green head crest that's like streaked with lime green accents. There's one that's kind of a mottled brown with light tan underbelly. And the last one has these iridescent black scales with these accents of bright blue that are kind of running throughout. And they all are looking at you in anticipation. And that is where we will end tonight's stream.
Banger.
And yeah.
Thanks, Nathan. This is fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know if there's Eric. I don't know if there's any procedure here. If there's anything we need to say. This is my first time actually DMing on Gen Con, so.
Yeah, no. So the DM usually gives all of his credit card information to the viewer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Don't
No,
forget
so we
the
just
pin
we
number.
just say goodbye, thank you, and if anyone has a special note they want to drop.
Yeah, does anybody want to drop anything? We have a couple minutes here. No?
Thank you very much, and let's have lots of fun season 2.
Yes.
Yeah, we're excited. Well, and I
Yes.
want to say thank you to Nathan for stepping up. So a lot of people don't know, I've been friends with Nathan for years. I've worked with him in video games, and it's so cool to A, play with him again, and B, to have him step up and take season 2, take all our characters, take the canon, And dang, bang up job in session 1. Love it.
It was very combat heavy. I hope that was entertaining to watch. I know combat can be a lot, but hopefully it was entertaining. Next week will probably be a lot more role play. So, but thank you so much, Eric.
So yeah, actually we had a question from Cosmrat. Where do we find and follow the folks? So we do have a Facebook group that just started. It's Dress to Quest on. So it's the same as name as our show. And then individually, you guys want to drop anything? You can find me mostly on Facebook. Eric Wahlberg, spelled like Marky Mark Wahlberg, right? ERIK. And that's it for me.
I would like to add that we are, alongside Facebook, we are working on making a Twitter account as well. So once that's done, we will post it on our Facebook page.
Thank you.
Yes, and for all the viewers who are going to follow us going forward, please jump on our Facebook page, Dress to Quest, like and share if you can. But yes, definitely get on and like and follow us. It's only just been put up a couple days ago, so it's still very fresh. It will all grow from here going forward, and we'll share any updates and developments on that page initially.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, I guess I will drop, because I would like to promote it. The stream I run on Monday nights, Story Reckless. If you've liked this, if you enjoyed this, it's similar, just minus the cosplay.
Great. That's great.
We are Story Reckless, story.reckless. You can find us on Instagram, same thing, story.reckless, and we're on Twitter, and we have a YouTube channel where we upload our VODs. Yes, please swing by tomorrow night. We will be streaming. And yeah. Anybody else? We're good? Okay.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Next
Bye.
week.
Hold on, everybody. We have a show next week. Please come back next
Good.
week. We'll be back here at 4 p.m. Pacific time.